what to do for the second character. So I took
Okay,
a list of regular schmegular jobs, and then I just rolled dice to figure it out, and then
That's a wrong
we came up with that.
thing.
I don't understand even what I'm reading, but that's okay.
You're fine.
We'll figure it out.
You're gonna be just okay. If
You're
you
gonna
have
be
questions,
fine.
just ask. I'm very easy in that way. Are you live now, Jay?
Yeah, it's okay. Keep talking.
No, I'm doing my list.
Always
Or
allowed to
about my list,
talk over stuff here.
My promo. So my Discord.
Just wanted to make sure. All right, we're good. We're good. Hey, Chris, good to see you. Sound check. Just to make sure. Because you know me. By the way, I'm doing some change.
But your audio is normally 5 times everyone else's.
You know what? Stop busting my balls.
Okay.
Bust my balls all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's all right. I won't go. Okay.
You want me to start treating you with kid gloves?
Nah. Oh, good. Thank you. No, you don't need to treat me. Whoops.
I was told to handle you with gloves, but that was for my health.
Glove.
Specifically, those neoprene gloves.
I did not.
Crossing the void.
behave myself.
Beyond the
Hopefully Chuck's
wall
doing
of
well. I haven't talked to him in
worlds,
like 2
along
weeks.
the
I gotta
arc of
find out
time.
what's going
Speaking
on.
of
Though
old
those
people,
none of our place.
Chuck's younger than me.
It is too easy to say that there is dark
Hey, Sithy,
and
good
there
to
is
see you.
light.
Well,
It
you've
is
been
too
corrected,
easy
Josh.
to say that there are
Yeah, I'm
two
like that old
sides
one.
to every coin.
Old
Reality
man,
is
look at
far
my
Yes.
life.
For a law
where
flirts with
are our
chaos.
tokens? Oh, there are tokens.
Chaos
We're already
Yeah.
ghosts.
No, I
Evil
just really liked them because they
consumes
were
all it
cute.
knows. Good
It is. It's cool.
except suffering. And those in the
And their
middle,
little skeletons.
they are worse, for they know
And
nothing
I'm bones,
but
right?
self.
So
The Codex Infernum and the Codex
Dude.
Exaltum.
Is there a
Two
time frame to this?
source
Is this
books
in
that
the
bring
80s or is
in-depth
it
knowledge
present
about
day? Or
no, this is
of
present
all
day.
Okay.
From the farthest reaches
You
of
guys,
the heavens,
we'll get
the
into it.
darkest depths
Okay,
of
cool.
vigilance.
We'll get into it, but
Both
it
of
is
these
it's
titles come with
2024,
full-color art,
spring
new
of
creatures,
2024.
new powers like possession, and a
Um,
multitude
shut
of
up.
information providing
Present
lore,
day. Now we flash
backgrounds,
back to
names,
present day.
mechanics, stats, and much more. These
So I don't
incredible
have to
tomes are
fill
filled
anything
with
in on
demons
this
and
character
angels,
sheet, right?
devils,
No, I have it
and
all done for
celestials.
you.
Yeah, it's all
Bones,
done.
how much
Unleashing the
time has
powers
passed
of
since
good
the
and
last
evil,
game?
6
law
months.
and chaos
6 months, okay.
on
Thank
your
you.
Chuck, good
table.
to see you.
You
Long
played
time.
this before?
Infernum and Exaltum.
Yes.
Yeah,
Bringing
Frankie and
creatures
Ronnie
horror
are
and
like
profane into
trauma
your
bonded
adventure.
now.
Yeah.
Pledge and
Yes, so I
share
actually
your
looked
Some
up
shit.
yours and Jay's characters because Frankie and Ronnie leveled up, so I've leveled
Join
you
the
guys
fray.
up.
Oh, that was kind. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I thought about not leveling you guys up, and I was like,
I assume the eye Chuck is Jay because he doesn't know how to adjust things.
Well, I've never used this before. Edit name. Uh-oh. Edit name. Can I put down?
You can put whatever you want.
No, I better not. I'll put
You
down.
could put Jay and then your character name.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that in parentheses. Thanks. Now I'm not the moron, you know.
You're doing great, Sweaty.
It's gonna be.
He's over there snorting.
That's me. You know, when I still have, like I said, when I have a hangover, I snort. There
You
we
might
go.
need to see that, buddy.
I was waiting for it.
Yeah, little.
Like, is she gonna ask you if you've had a sleep study done?
Have you had a sleep study, Jack?
I've had deviated septum surgery, so yes.
Do you need
He's gone the extra mile there.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
do you need a CPAP?
Not anymore. I used to.
The deviated
I had a
septum surgery
98%
repairs
blockage
that.
in the left nostril. It turned out a bone growth, and it was hollow, had filled the whole area over time from. So
Yeah.
when they did the deviated septum surgery, hey Kurt, they had to shave that down, so it took like double the time. Yeah.
Were you growing a
I had all
horn?
these ailments.
Are you
That
gonna
was
like
20
sprout a
years ago.
horn out your nose or something?
What's that?
You're gonna sprout a horn out your nose?
You know, it was that, well, if it grew far enough, I guess, yeah. It was really strange. It was like a bubble. It was like a bone bubble. Really
I might. I got some like bone spur things that project out like underneath my or on the side of my canines. Kind of.
Oh.
Yeah, I might have to get those sanded down because they're gonna like break the skin or
Yo,
something.
yo, everyone. Good to see
So-
y'all.
What side of the family did you get the orc blood from?
The Transylvanian side.
Hmm.
That's
Well,
right.
if you have
You
any
got,
spare bones, I'll take them.
Yeah, I'll save them for you, but it's just bone. It's not teeth. They're like wolf fangs or vampire fangs.
Also,
oh, by the way, all three of your characters leveled. So, yeah. Rosie's
I've
9.
been level 7 for
Yeah, and you're both 8, so, yeah.
All three. 1, 2, 3. That's not me then?
No, you didn't. You're multi-class, so it's a little tougher. Right?
Well, also, Josh didn't even know that we were getting married, so yeah.
I gave you full experience, though, Josh, because you really, stepped up there. But you're stepping up lately. I don't know what's wrong, man. You must really want something. I'm just kidding.
Levels. XP.
Yeah. And Ed finally made 9th, too. So there was 4 characters at that level.
And Tori's husband is probably a relative of mine from the same region of Romania. So he's probably got him too. Although maybe like he was on the other side of the werewolves versus vampires.
Yeah, we're 8 minutes early, too. We can start a little early here. That's awesome. All right. Live Saturday afternoon. Fun with
Funny for
cards.
me.
I'm looking forward to this. So our continuing series in guest GMs as we continue with LittleBones309. Everyone knows her just as Bones. I am so excited about this. So, Bones, why don't you tell us a little bit about what we're going to be playing, and then we'll introduce everyone else. How's
Yeah,
that sound?
Absolutely.
And thank you for doing this.
Thanks for having us, and thanks for letting me run you guys through my nightmares. We are playing a game. It's an indie TTRPG called The Spaces Between. This is a card-based RPG, so we're drawing cards rather than rolling dice. There's a heavy emphasis on horror. It is a horror RPG, so if you're into that, let me know, and I'll send you the link to their itch.io. But this is liminal horror. So if you're not familiar with liminal spaces, a liminal space is anywhere that brings you unwelcomed nostalgia. It's a little eerie, it's a little spooky, and generally nightmarish. But that's what we're playing, and we're playing the arcade. So this is a continuation of the game that I ran over on Creeps channel back in Christmas times, called Harry's Grocery Outlet. So 6 months has passed, and we'll get into that in a minute. And but yeah, that's pretty much the game.
Well, excellent. Fantastic. And thank you so very much for doing this. I'm looking forward. I always want to play new systems too, because I don't really get a chance to do it that much. So
Yeah.
really appreciate
Did
it.
did the characters from the previous game survive?
2 did.
2 did.
Okay, we'll get into that. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, and,
when you sit down at the poker table and you don't know who the fish is. It's you.
Cat,
Going to
yeah.
die.
I had way too many margaritas starting at like 4 o'clock yesterday, and it was
Jay,
bad.
we're going to die. You understand that
That's
now,
okay.
right?
That's okay. I got some good ones. I guarantee I'll make you chuckle with this character. So
Sure.
If I'm going down, I'm taking you with me, Jay.
So let's introduce everyone. Myriad, welcome back from last week. It's good to see you again.
I know. This is the most I've been on this channel in a week span. Hi guys, I'm Myriad. You can find me here on twitch.tv/myriad_x. I do a whole lot on my channel. We do art variety gaming as well as TTRPG content. Right now, my D&D 5e homebrew campaign, All We've Lost, is on a little bit of a hiatus until season 4 starts up in June. But you can catch us on Thursday nights at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, every other Thursday, playing Pink Moon, a D&D 5e prismatic noir miniseries from Possum Punks.
Fantastic. Good to have you back. And one thing we all have in common is we all were at GaryCon, and we all are going to GaryCon again next year. Well, let's hope. And so let's keep this momentum going from GaryCon. So
I hope I'm going.
yeah. I know, Kat, that Josh will be at Game Hall. I'm not sure. I unfortunately can't make Game Hall, so, but some other people will be there. Darling, hello.
Hi, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Hi, I'm Darling Creepshow. I'm your resident creep on Twitch, and I am doing my best to be awake right now for my besties. You can find me everywhere on the interwebs as Darling Creepshow, and over on my channel, I primarily paint D&D miniatures. So come hang out if you like miniature painting.
And a lot more than just that.
Yeah, we play some games too.
Yes, absolutely. I appreciate you coming back on here.
Yeah.
Having some fun. So, is there? And we'll talk about that at the end. If I think Rosie's going to get hitched to her boy toy there too, because weddings are bound, right? So.
Yeah, I mean, she did catch that bouquet.
Yes, she did.
so-
Absolutely. Lastly, jumping in because we started with 2 other players, and both of them had for one reason or another bail out. But Josh was really kind enough to hop in here, so we really appreciate it.
You've tried the best. Now try the rest.
Yes. Notice the picture I put for you on the.
I noticed the picture you put forth for me.
Yeah, with the
Yes,
wig,
thank you.
so, yeah.
Love it.
Josh.
Thank you, Chad, for that very, very
Yes, with the wig
artfully
on.
done, probably Microsoft Paint cut up.
Yeah, it was something, but it's awesome, So a picture of you with that multicolored wig on. So Josh, what's going on with you?
Gary Con stuff. Kintori is yelling at me because I did not get my work done, so she's cracking the whip. Just talking to Troy about all kinds of stuff that's coming down the pipe with him. Josh,
when you crack the whip, you got to use the crack the whip emote.
Yeah.
All right, Josh. Thanks for coming on. Let's take it away, Bones. We're ready to rock and roll here.
Oh boy. I have a slight reading for you all.
Okay, great.
Is it a 30-minute lore dump?
Yeah. Do you remember? Do you remember where you were 6 months ago? Do you remember feeling the utter despair and hopelessness that you had in your gut? It passed eventually, but you remember. You remember the ache in the pit of your stomach, the sudden tensing of your muscles as you were jolted with the arrow of memory. The fear you felt as those masked men came and surrounded you. You thought you had won. You thought you had beaten the beast and the stalker, the pressure cooker, the blood on your hands, the sudden stench of rotten flesh, and whatever happened to Jim Parsons. You 4 souls find yourself basking in the ambient glow of electric and neon, the gentle hum of lights beaming down at you. ARCADE. Zipping and zapping sounds echo from inside. The siren's call of something so simple, yet you miss so much. Fun. When was last time you had fun? When was the last time you had a belly laugh with friends and giggled with glee? It's been so long. You stand before an arcade. We are in the depths of a little town called Mountain Home, Idaho. The landscape is high desert, red rock, sagebrush, and the Danskins Mountains in the horizon. All of you have come to this arcade for one reason or another, but it's just you four. No one else is around. No one seems to be barreling inside. When you look at each other, what do you see? And we'll see Frankie.
Yeah, Frankie is tall, pretty, long brown hair, bright blue eyes. She's dressed in some jeans and a band t-shirt. She's got a backpack slung over her back. And she's smoking a cigarette, just staring up at the sign. And she's frowning a little bit right now. Not out of anger, but more so out of concern. There's a hollow feeling in the pit of her stomach.
Ronnie.
Ronnie is average in pretty much every capacity of the word. Average height, average face. Her hair is a mousy brown, and her eyes are dull, and there is just tiredness to them. Bags under her eyes from not having had a good night's rest in about 6 months or so now. And she is probably standing next to Frankie, just frowning, having that same feeling of foreboding that she had ignored 6 months ago before heading into the supermarket.
To juxtaposition that, Joe, what does everybody see?
Well, see, he's like big, 6'4", a little overweight because he's out of shape. Wearing normal clothing, but he seems to always be preoccupied with everything else that's going on around him and in the world, because he's a wrestling coach, so he's always worried about his team, and he's always worried about doing the best, because if we're in a small town, it's like that's the focal point, and he's like got a lot of pressure on him. So like his
Absolutely.
mind's off half the time.
That tracks. And finally, Hank.
Hank's 35-year-old certified nurse's aide. Y'all might be wondering if Hank's got a little bit of a pill issue based on Hank's kind of out of it. Little going like maybe he's going through some kind of existential crisis, and Mother's Little Helper is the solution. Hank's about average build, average height. Everything about Hank is average, and maybe that's why he started turning to pills. You wonder.
Just a regular schmegular guy.
Yeah, regular schmegular.
Now, for Hank and Joe, you would remember 6 months ago, there was an absolute tragedy at the newly opened Harry's Grocery Outlet around Christmas time. You would know that an explosion happened. 2 people died and lost their lives there.
Probably a merciful release.
Probably. But overall, the mayor of Mountain Home really didn't discuss much of it. There was a eulogy, of course, and a candlelit vigil for those who had died there. But it was a little odd that it didn't last very long, that mourning period. But like everything else in today's society, you moved on. Your day-to-day took over. You didn't really think much of it after a while. Unfortunately, that isn't always the case for everybody. Some people are haunted by this incident and will never forget it. Now, as you all kind of come upon this arcade, You are going to find yourselves basking in that glow, that acid electro procession that sort of unfurls at the shing of rubber gliding against metal as the sliding doors open up. You are called, you are crooned to. There is a worm in your ear. It is the bumping of music inside, almost at full blast. Your hair is a little bit swept back at the sudden opening of these doors. And you feel like a digital angel in a digital heaven as you are drawn inside. What do you do?
Well, I want to look for where the retro games are.
Okay. You will find in the center of this map here, you'll find in the center of the arcade a whole slew of gleaming violence and gore positioned and projected onto a screen. There's all of the classic old games.
Where's Contra?
You can right there in the center, Jay. You can move your token and then scoot and boogie right on over there. And while Joe beelines for those retro games, which there's a couple stools you can sit on, you can tell that it's a little sweaty. Some of the buttons are worn down from where people have bashed them, over time. What is the rest of this group doing?
Ronnie is almost hesitantly walking in, just like that, just like that little voice in the back of her head. And she's gonna sort of go stand on this little next to like the table games, and I think she's looking at the ball pit, and she just kind of digs into her purse and takes out a bottle of Xanax and just like indiscriminately shuffles a couple of pills out and just pops them into her mouth as she's staring at this ball pit.
Okay, awesome. And then Frankie and Hank, what are you guys doing?
I think Frankie kind of flicks her cigarette on the ground and stomps in after Ronnie. And she's gonna follow Ronnie over to where she's going. When she sees that beautiful bottle of Xanax come out, she kind of looks like expectantly at Ronnie.
Ronnie is like, as soon as she has the pills in her mouth, she's shoving she knows that it's Frankie next to her, doesn't even look, just shoves the bottle towards Frankie.
Yeah, she's gonna partake, join her comrade in trauma.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a dice for something. This is just a decision-making tool. Since you both went ahead and took that Xanax, for the next minute or so, I'm going to go ahead and give you both a -1 to your perception.
Imagine that. That's what I have right now in real life.
Yeah. And finally, Hank, what are you doing?
He's gonna walk in as well, drawn in by the music and whatever. Hopefully, this place is gonna fill the hole in his soul that normally he'd be putting pills in. He sees the exchange of, conventional pharmaceuticals. And he's like, I got some of my own, but takes note of where Ronnie puts them back in case he needs some later, and needs to get in on it. And he's gonna go back to some of the classic pinball machines here, and he's gonna go play at being a pinball wizard to
Nice.
try and get some of those endorphins to start popping when he manages to get some points on the board there.
I wish I had named him Tommy.
I know what pinball machine you're on. You're on Rocky 4.
How did you know?
It's the best one, obviously.
Get out of my head, man.
Or the Pirates of the Caribbean one. That was awesome, that one too.
That's the one, the red one on the left there.
All right, so Ronnie and Frankie are kind of staring at this ball pit. Joe, you're sitting at a retro game. You're kicking ass and taking names, and that's great. And then Hank, you are a pinball wizard. And again, should have named you Tommy. That would have been so funny. So what we're going to go ahead and do now is our first draw of the game, and I'll explain the mechanic a little bit as we go. You guys are going to go ahead and make a madness check for me. This is our first madness check of the game. The way madness works is I decide exactly what you see and hear if you fail this check. The DC is going to go ahead and be a 15. So draw high. I say roll high, draw high if you can. And then we'll see what the fuck happens. We're going to go ahead and do around the table. I'm going to start in the reverse order. We're going to go ahead and start with Hank.
What do I do? Just draw a card?
Draw a card.
5 of hearts.
And then I'm going to go ahead and see. Let me pull your stuff up.
Pick a card.
So we have a suit that's better.
Yes. And you're going to use your understanding as your bonus for this check.
So +1. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a 10 of 10 and then a Jack 11, a Queen of 12. Is that the way it
So,
works?
no. So
Okay.
the face cards are all 10s, and then your aces are high.
Okay.
So, Hank, what did you draw?
I drew a 5 of hearts.
Okay, and let me see here.
I have a +2 understanding.
Yes, so you got 7 total.
Is that good?
Did you just say turtle?
No, I said total. No, it's not good. Actually, the DC was 15.
When I play with madness.
Frankie, what did you draw?
I drew 5, so 7 total.
Okay.
How's the DC 15 if
No one's gonna.
if no one's gonna make it? Does anyone have a plus? Does anyone have a +6?
Oh, I guess it is. That's you're right. So we'll drop it down with
That's
12. I'm
awesome.
sorry. 12 will be your DC.
12.
That's the max.
You better pull your suit in a 10.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
no.
true.
Yeah.
So go ahead, Ronnie. What are you drawing?
That's the card I'm pulling right there. It's random.
I got a 5.
Okay.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
All
Everybody's
right.
drawing 5s. Okay, great. No problem. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Ooh. Jay.
I did it randomly out here so no one can say, oh, I got a 4. 4 + 1, 5. Woo!
Okay. Well,
That's
so
great.
good news for you guys. This isn't too bad right now. So what you're gonna hear overhead is the crackle of a radio. It suddenly overtakes this zippy zappy music that you're listening to, and you hear suddenly in a perfect tone, perfect voice, perfect clarity. You can tell that their enunciation is perfect. Hello? Hello, can you hear me? Hi, everyone. Don't you remember me? Your perfect manager of your perfect grocery store? It's Denny. You remember your old pal Denny, don't you? Wow, that's Ronnie and Frankie. I've just missed you guys so much. So the problem, though, is you guys kind of fucked me. Absolutely ruined everything. And you hear this voice getting angrier and angrier, and it loses a little bit of its perfection in that way. You guys trapped me here between the veil. I don't belong here. But it's okay, girls. It's okay. And it gets so quiet, almost barely audible. I promise we'll all be together again. And then the crackling kind of takes over again and the music resumes. What do you guys do when you hear this?
I think Frankie's gonna look at Ronnie. I'm gonna go find the concession stand. Maybe they got some liquor. I don't know. And she's just gonna like wander off towards where is the
Upper left.
Yes, so that you see where those little ovens are up in the upper left, that's going to be your concession area. And when you go over there and you kind of mosey on over, that's great. You're going to see somebody working behind that counter. It's a tall, lanky man. His eyes are a little bit dead on the inside, and you would recognize this. Actually, Frankie, make me an understanding check if you would. This is going to be a pretty low draw. We're going to looking for like a 5 or a 6.
What happens when I pull a joker?
You draw again and you get a +1 to your next draw.
Ooh.
Okay. Okay, cool. I drew an ace, so I'm sure I aced it.
You absolutely aced it. That's great. You know that this is a gray. If you remember back in 6 months ago, back in the grocery store, you remember the people sort of shuffling along. In your time in that, well, I'll let you describe if you so desire, if you want to admit what happened to Frankie and Ronnie. But 6 months ago, something happened to you guys, right? And you guys were placed somewhere. And you will have learned about the Greys in that place, and you know that these are people who have been in the between in somewhere else for too long. You'll remember the old lady at the grocery store who helped you guys, Babushka, and how she was resistant to becoming a Grey. You would know this from your time in that place. That you guys were taken to. So that's what you recognize. You recognize a Grey before you. And you know he's not going to give you anything. He's just dead staring, 1,000-yard stare, just straight ahead. So, and he's not going to do anything to you. So you could, if you want, you can like hop the counter.
That's exactly what she's gonna do. She's gonna hop the counter and start rummaging through,
Okay.
see if she can find any alcohol of any kind,
Okay.
or just a snack.
Just a snack. Okay. Well, make another perception check for me.
Okay. Let's see. That's a 10.
That's fine. You easily find some snacks, bags of chips. They might be a little outdated, but that's all right. It's chips.
I'm not above it.
No, you see some boxed up pizzas. Those are a few days old, but they're again edible, not anything horrible. And because you drew so well, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a little treat. You find a bottle of chartreuse.
I think as she's like grabbing the chips and filling her arms with these like little bags of chips, she spots the chartreuse and just and like does this, and all the chips fall out, and she just reaches for the chartreuse.
Yeah.
And she's gonna climb over the counter and give one of these to the Gray, see you later, fucker, and head back towards where Ronnie might be.
Excellent. Ronnie, what are you doing right now?
Ronnie is. I think there's like a rage building up in her. Especially when she heard Benny's voice, just like this fucker again. And she's gonna look to the doors, assuming that they are no longer in existence.
Yeah, go ahead and make me a perception check if you would, and tell me what you get.
Perception. That's going to be a. Where's my character
minus
sheet?
2 because you're.
Yeah, I
you
got
do
a
have
minus
a
to it.
-1. Yeah.
That's going to be a 7.
You know what? That's high enough. You are looking directly towards where the doors ought to be, and they're there.
Oh.
Do you want to walk through them?
No.
Okay.
Ronnie is immediately distrusting of this situation. She's gonna walk over to like the little prize counter. Is there anything in here that I might consider useful?
Give me another perception check. And following that, give me an understanding check, and let me know what both those numbers are.
So the perception is an 11, and
Great.
the understanding is a 9.
Okay. You see a rubber mallet. And you know that is a good bunkening tool. So go ahead and you can reach on in, and if you want to grab that rubber mallet, and it's a heavy one, it's got some weight to it. But yeah, it's a good bunkening tool. So you've got that. Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna grab that. And is there?
Oh, you also find 35 Tootsie Rolls.
Oh,
I'm taking those. Hell yeah.
Okay, great. Outstanding. All right. What else are you gonna do? Are you doing anything else right now?
No, I'm kind of perusing the prizes just to see if there's anything useful in there. So
great. Okay, awesome. Joe and Hank, you guys hear this loudspeaker, this speech from this mysterious person that you guys don't know. But Frankie and Ronnie seem to react to.
So,
what do you do?
I immediately go, I saw this in a movie back in the 80s called Real Genius. I don't know if I got any wiring in my mouth or anything, but is this Jesus talking? I'm not. I don't do that. I don't need to touch myself.
Do me a favor. Make me an understanding check, Jay.
I know I'm an old guy, and I probably hit 90% of people didn't get that reference, but
I loved it.
because that's what it is. It's just like the dude in real, right?
Kent, it's me.
Yeah.
Gee,
Oh,
Your
frickin'.
dad.
Oh, at least I got a
God.
+1 because it's spade. So that's a 6.
Nobody let Jay near the popcorn machine.
Truly. You got a
Thanks.
6. You vaguely remember the name of a man called Denny. He was the store manager of Harry's Grocery Outlet that blew up. But you don't really know if he lived or died. You don't really know anything else beyond that. But you would definitely understand that this is weird. That this is like a voice from the beyond, but maybe it's just like a hoax. Maybe it's just a pre-recording. That's kind of where your mind's going at this point.
Yeah, someone's pulling a
Pranking.
gag.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
I'm gonna
exactly.
go find Hank and get on one of those hockey tables there, with the guys,
Yeah,
the bubble
yeah.
hockeys. Man,
Absolutely.
yeah, because I can't find I'm looking around. I can't find the Tempest machine, man, because I like that thing spinning. Drives,
It's actually it's out of order actually.
Oh.
Yeah. And Hank, how do you react to this? How do you react to this message from beyond?
Well, Hank was trying to find meaning in life in the pinball machine.
Yeah.
And it's not filling the hole. So he starts hearing that voice, turns around, kind of puts his back against, just listening, like, what?
Why don't you go ahead and make me an understanding check, Josh? Ooh, what's your
Two,
pluses?
plus
2s,
two.
2. So that's a 10. You know then that this is very strange because you remember reading in the papers the day after the explosion that the man named Denny was not amongst those who were found dead. His body was never found. You know that he is presumed alive and missing. And you found that extremely strange considering the size of the explosion. It was a pressure cooker bomb that went off, and
Oh.
and it was, I mean, it was pretty catastrophic. There was some serious napalm, so a lot of fire, of course. And yeah, you find this extremely odd that this voice of this man Denny is coming through.
See, Joe looks a little confused too. He was checking his headgear, for mics or something, or speaker systems or something. And I walk over to the air hockey table, and I'm just like, I heard it too.
What the frick was that, man?
I don't know what it's about.
Look, I got so much on my mind right now that I don't need this. I got this. I got Loudon Swain. He wants to wrestle shoot, and I don't. He's got to drop 2 weights, and I just don't even know if that's going to be possible. And I also got the Cooch thinks Cooch is pretending to be an Indian. I just don't get it.
You could always try pills. Pills will make you lose weight fast.
I gotta do it. I gotta do what's right by the team. So this is just I don't need this.
If you need some pills, let me know. I could probably hook you up, but on the down low.
Wonderful. Excellent. Frankie, are you still sitting there by that ball pit? Are you just chilling out over there for a second?
She was making her way over to Ronnie.
Okay.
And I think when she gets there, she's gonna just like stand next to her, kind of staring up at the wall of prizes.
Okay.
And she takes a swig of her chartreuse and she's gonna hand it over.
Ronnie takes it, takes a swig. I don't suppose there's any pressure cookers in this place, do you?
Maybe back by the concession stand, but it's one of those fucking guys over there. You remember
One of the
the
ones that got
ones?
stuck.
Yeah. Hey, you think if we took a teddy bear off this wall, maybe we could turn this bottle of chartreuse into a Molotov later?
Yeah. Is there any more alcohol back there?
That's the only one I saw.
All right.
So, yeah.
Ronnie's gonna like walk around the counter. Actually, gonna hop over the counter and grab one of the teddies.
I'm so glad you did that. I
Yeah,
would love
I
for
know.
you to make a madness check for me.
Is that understanding?
It's with your understanding, yes.
That's going to be an 8.
Wow, that's too low. What you needed was an 11.
A 15.
Bones is not known for math.
Yes,
That's awesome.
So, Ronnie. So you're holding this teddy bear, and he's so fucking cute. He's Paddington Bear. And he's just a precious little guy. He's got a little hat on, and he's got his little tag and his little blue jacket, and he's very precious. But as you kind of stare at him a little further, you'll notice his eyes are sort of real. Are they blinking at you? They are button eyes, but you could have sworn you just saw them blink, and you could have sworn you just saw his head move just a little bit. And are you going to look further into this teddy bear by chance?
I think as soon as the teddy bear blinks, Ronnie is just gonna fucking throw it on the ground and be like, Jesus Christ.
Why did you
and like
do that
jump
to
back.
me? Why did you know me like that?
She looks at Frankie. Is the teddy bear talking right now?
Does Frankie see this?
Make a madness check.
All right. That is a 9.
Nope, you too low. You do in fact hear this teddy bear going, why did you do me like that?
Well, that's unsettling.
The teddy bear is going to get up, and he's kind of standing on his little leggies, and he's so cute though.
I
But
kick
he's got...
him.
Ow! Why are you kicking me?
Why are you
Do we
standing?
see this teddy bear or no? Is it just in their head?
Are you looking over there at the teddy
Well,
bear?
I don't think we have line of sight over
No.
there.
I would say, yeah, if you don't have line of sight, if you're not looking directly at this teddy bear, and he's behind the counter, he's just a little guy.
Guys are messed
Now
up.
all of a sudden we have line of sight.
I
We're
would
on this
still
one.
say
Yeah, we're
he's pretty small. If you're not looking directly at him, no, you don't
So
notice
we
him.
see them acting all freaked out, right? We hear that.
Yes, yeah, you do.
I
You
say
do.
I say to Hank, people on lewd should not drive. I know, I'm just full of old.
I think Frankie is just going to yell over. This is in the 70s,
Fancy!
old man, and she's gonna jump over the counter and she's gonna grab this teddy bear. Can I grab it?
Yeah, make me an athletics check.
Okay.
This is low because he's a teddy bear.
Yeah, he's a fucking teddy
Paddington?
bear. Oh, let's see. That's an 11.
Oh,
Get
you-
over here.
You grab him so easily, and I'll go ahead and consider him grappled, but he's kind of like got his little teddy bear arms flapping around. He's like, oh, let me go, lady."
I think she like grabs him and picks him up, and she's going to start trying to like pry the seam at his belly open and rip him. She's just going, "You little fuckers, shut the fuck up! Shut up!"
Make me another madness check.
What are those girls doing?
Oh, that's a 12.
I don't know, but my ex-wife never did this shit.
Okay, so
That's not Xanax working there.
so the teddy bear for you, Frankie, specifically, you're kind of snapped out of this immediately, and it's just a teddy bear now. He's not talking, he's not moving, and all of his stuffing starts kind of falling apart. Now that you're out of the madness, you can try and get Ronnie out of her madness. She's just listening to this teddy bear screaming to death as it's dying.
I think as the stuffing, I'm just kind of like going like this, and there's just now stuffing going everywhere, and motherfucker. And I look over at Ronnie. Ronnie, what does your face look like right now watching this? Like, what is going on
my
with
God.
you?
Horrified. Just
Can I-
the screams.
Just to interject, it is the screams of like if you were to tear a man apart. Imagine those screams, and they're guttural and they're low, and he's begging for mercy.
Did we get an example of the scream?
Ronnie is just
I think Frankie slaps Ronnie. Just like not like too hard, not too soft, just
Yeah.
a solid like slap and just says,
Now we're getting somewhere.
"Wake
Give
up,
me a-
Ronnie. I need you. I need you right now."
Give me a charm check for that.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're using your
uh.
charm to to bring Ronnie
That is
back.
an 11.
Okay, you do it very easily. Ronnie, you take the slap and you're kind of jolted back into reality. And the way that the madness sort of has consumed you a little bit when you get the slap, it's like, you know, in Star Wars when they go like in like super fast and all the stars are kind of like going past you. It's like that. And you're just barreled, like the scene before you barrels back into your vision, and you're just kind of whoa, and you're a little bit nauseous from this for a second, and the Xanax kind of starting to kick in a
Ugh.
little bit, and you're a little bit freaked out. But it's just a teddy bear now. It's no more talking, no more screaming, and it's just fluff everywhere, and it just gets it's really, really a nasty business tearing apart a teddy bear.
I don't think I like Paddington the bear anymore.
No, he's a fucking asshole. So is that Denny guy. He's doing this shit to us. And Frankie's gonna pull out a ye old Parliament light from her bag and light up a smoke and just kind of stare at all of the fluff on the floor.
Excellent. What are you guys reacting to, Joe and Hank? Or do you guys want to go over and officially introduce yourselves and try and figure out what the
Yeah.
fuck these two girls are doing?
I think they had too much cough syrup this morning.
It happens. Happens to the best
So
of us.
yeah, Hank's gonna go walk straight over there
I'll go with
and yeah, and say he's gonna say, "Hey, gang, you all right? What was what was up with that PA announcement?"
I know what I just did there.
Oh, you don't know Denny? Denny's a dick.
You would remember Denny's name from the paper, Hank. You would know that, like I said, that was one of the bodies that weren't found in the explosion.
Yeah, look, I came here to, I think, figure something out or whatever, but what's going on?
What's your name?
I'm Hank.
Hank. Hi, Hank. I'm Frankie. How'd you get here, Hank? Do you remember? Do you remember how you got here just staring up at the arcade? You don't strike me as a man who just randomly goes to arcades by yourself, unless maybe you're on a list and you have to knock on people's doors when you move.
No. I'm not.
Yeah. Isn't that odd how you're just here? How we're all just here?
Yeah, I don't remember
Hmm.
how I was craving something. I wanted something, and I was at home, and now I'm here.
Did you want a teddy bear, Hank?
Seems like what did you do to it? What?
Well, it was talking, so
Isn't
it
there-
had to die.
It was talking?
Yeah.
What was that you guys took earlier?
Just a couple Xanax, you know? Sometimes you need a Xanax when you show up at an arcade that
Oh,
you don't know how
Hellraiser.
you got to. Yeah.
Oh,
And what's your name? She points at Joe.
Joe.
Mm.
Just
I've
to
been here my whole
interject,
life.
just to interject a real quick second, Hank, you would know that Xanax, as from your background as a nurse's aide, you would know Xanax would not cause hallucinations. So you would be inclined to be a little bit weirded out by that response. But go ahead,
he
Jay.
is,
Sorry.
yeah.
Joe. Hi, Joe. I'm Frankie. This is Ronnie. Yay, now we all know each other.
Very 80s-ish names. That's cool.
There's a vibe.
There's a vibe. So
Well-
so what's going on here? I come in just for a little retro relaxation here, and you're all going medieval on a little teddy bear.
Yeah, it blinked at me. Didn't really like that.
Isn't there anyone working here?
Oh, yeah, there's a guy back at the concession stand. I don't think he's going to really have a lot to say to you, but you can go check it out if you want.
Nah.
Why won't he say anything to me?
Your guess is as good as mine. It's like he's some sort of zombie.
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 Yeah, and well, not in the like rotting flesh way, but more in the, I don't know, maybe he had too many zaps to the brain way.
Like walking down in Kensington, Philadelphia during the afternoon.
Sure.
One of those.
I don't know what that means.
You
Yeah,
don't
neither
go
do
online.
I. She like looks at Hank. No.
But I can extrapolate based on what you're saying. Now I imagine Kensington filled with zombies.
Yeah, you guys live in Idaho. You don't really know a whole lot about Philly.
Bones, you were in Idaho. You were in this town, weren't you? I knew that name somewhere.
Mhm.
Oh man.
So,
Yeah.
something tells me, gentlemen, that we're in for a real treat today. And it might be in our best interest to maybe, I don't know, scour the area for weapons.
Should we split up?
I'm not leaving Ronnie. She looks at Ronnie. Ronnie, is that okay?
Yeah,
I would like
I
to
would
stick
prefer.
together.
If you
Yeah.
guys could find stuff to make like a bomb, that
What?
would
Oh,
be
yeah,
ideal.
that would be
Yeah.
ideal.
It
Yeah.
worked for us last time.
I don't have gas right now.
Ronnie's saying,
Bomb.
wait, so
like, confused.
Ronnie's saying it worked for us last time, would jog both of your memories. That is what caused the explosion at the grocery store back at Christmas time. It was the grand opening. You guys both would know this. I'm not going to make you make a check for this because it was all over the news for a couple of days. At Christmas, at the grand opening of Aries Grocery Outlet, there was an explosion and they found remnants of a pressure cooker bomb. So that would jog your memories and maybe you can put two and two together. That's up to you.
You want to make a bomb? What? Why? What's coming? Is what? For what?
You see, we don't know. That's the thing. Do you know, Ronnie, what's coming?
No. However, if it was anything like the thing that we had encountered at the grocery store, yeah, a bomb.
So
Yeah,
so
a bomb.
he's like, let's not get dramatic, okay? If you think I should have a weapon, is there a skee ball machine?
There is a skee ball machine, yes.
Just get a bunch
Would
of-
you like to go to the
I would
skee
not
ball
want to get hit in the
machine?
head with a skee ball thrown at me. So
Would
I'll
you
just
like you'd like to boot scoot and biggie over to that skee ball
yeah, I'll
machine?
go over to the skee ball
Can I-
machine.
Can I pick up the body of Paddington that is now stuffingless?
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw it over to Joe. Here, just fill up that with a bunch of skee balls.
What?
Yeah, you whack it.
Oh,
Like a pillowcase full of doorknobs.
Pillowcase, like
Yeah.
they're putting soda cans. Oh yeah, that Bad Boys. What a great movie.
Yeah, Joe, why don't you go over to
Like
that
Bad
skee
Boys.
ball machine for me? And once you actually get there, I would love for you to make me a madness check.
Sure, I'm gonna go to the cyan-looking one because I like that color.
Okay.
All right, here.
And go ahead, yeah, make that madness check again.
Oh,
It's your
here we go.
It's your understanding.
Oh shit! I hit a wrong button. Shit, sorry. I didn't mean to.
Damn it.
I did not mean to do the Tim thing. I apologize. All right, I will always pull the cards out in the open so everyone knows I'm not. Here we go.
Cheating like you normally do.
Stop.
All right.
Satan.
Impossible.
Queen of Spades. That's an
Okay.
11 plus 1, 12.
Nothing happens.
Woohoo! I'll
yeah,
grab
that-
as many skee balls as I can carry. So like 4 or 5.
Yeah, it's pretty. We'll say that there's 5 of them. I'll give you 5
Nice.
skee balls. They're nice and heavy, and they're good for a whacking in that teddy bear body. I hate saying that out loud. That was horrible.
I'll put 4 of them in a teddy bear body. No, I'll put 3 in a teddy bear body, and I'll put 2. I'll hold 2 just in case I want to chuck these.
You've got a backpack. You
All
can
right.
you can throw them in your backpack.
All right,
That's
cool.
fine. Okay, so what are the rest of you guys doing? What do you guys want to do? What do you want to look at or go towards?
Oh, go ahead.
I'm looking at the door to the office over here, and I'm a little weirded out by everything, but I'm gonna bold up and I've got some ephedrine in me right now, so I'm gonna go open the door and peek in there and see if there's any people back there. The only thing I've heard so far is that there's a zombie in back, and I don't know what's going on.
So you go to check the door and it is locked, and there is a keypad. So you can try and guess the combination.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So make me an understanding check, please.
Oh, Queen of Spades.
Ooh, okay. You would understand then that the keypad would be the street number, which is going to be 4572.
Wow.
Okay.
Because it's all. Good job.
Okay, so you punch it in, right? It was just a lucky guess. And you open that door. Are you gonna step fully inside?
Yes.
Okay. The door closes behind you immediately. Go ahead and make a madness check
Oh,
for me
good.
there.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's my suit.
That is your suit. Okay, then you're good. You're okay. There's really nothing in here. Just some boxes. It looks like there's like some employees were eating some pizza, some leftover games. Some of them are broken.
Is anyone in here?
No, nobody's in there at all. It's a little dark, it's a little damp. But if you would like to go ahead and leave, please let me know when you do.
I want to search the room.
You want to search the room.
Yeah, for
Okay.
anything useful.
Make me a perception check then.
Or pills.
Or pills. Got it. What is that?
9 diamonds.
9 of diamonds.
9 of diamonds, and your perception is
+2.
2. So yeah, okay. So you search the room and you find some like spare electronic parts. You find some flyers. But the number one thing that you do find, which is really strange, is you find this bicycle bell.
Okay, well,
And it's kind of one of those moments where you like move a box around and then this kind of like it's just there and it's like gleaming, it's like glowing, like, oh, you need this.
okay, well, I'm gonna take that for sure.
Okay. And yeah, that's pretty much what you find. You don't really find anything too much except for those wires, and it's like a circuit board. So that seems pretty important to you as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it that you find in there, other than like
Bomb time.
old shit.
Bag it.
Bag it. Okay.
Wires and a circuit board sounds like.
Yeah,
Oh my God, another bomb.
and a bell. The bell's really important.
And then
you want to leave?
Yeah.
Okay, the door's locked. There's no keypad on the inside.
I guess I'm looking for a key.
No,
Or I'm ringing the bell.
There's you can ring the bell if you'd like.
I ring the bell.
Okay. Ronnie and Frankie, make me a perception check. And I would say at this point, the Xanax, the minus is worn off at this point.
I will also say, Bones, that
Mhm.
my new ability is deep perception.
Oh, sure. Yeah, okay. Use it.
I am going to use it. And let's see.
And there's no I don't think there's like a once per day thing on that. Let me look.
There isn't.
There isn't. Okay, good.
So that is a 13 for me.
Okay, beautiful. Ronnie and Frankie, you hear something in the distance. And you don't know exactly where it's coming from, but if you were to make a guess, it might be coming from where those pizza ovens are. From behind the pizza ovens, which seems to have nothing behind it, you hear the old familiar sound of a cart being pushed.
Oh, I think the hair on the back of Frankie's neck and her arms stands up. And she looks to Ronnie. Is that what I think that is?
Wishka.
Possibly. And she wants to head that way, but before she does that, she's gonna yank another teddy off the wall.
Okay.
And
No
for
problem.
good measure, she's gonna instantly gut him.
Okay.
And
Cool.
take the rag and just kind of shove it in her pocket and grab the bottle and look at Ronnie. Well, maybe our salvation. Should we head that way?
Should we check on the guy that just went in there?
He's fine.
I mean, I'm sure he can fend for himself, but if you want, it might be nice to have a body to throw in front of us at
I mean,
any
it worked
given
for us
time.
last time, so
It really did.
I'm gonna go check the door that Hank disappeared into.
It's locked.
Frankie's just gonna stalk behind her.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of knock on the door and be like, you good in there? You need a you all right?
Hear a weird noise.
Do I hear that?
Yeah, you hear it. It's not that thick of a door.
Door's locked. Can you unlock it?
Is there do I see the keypad?
You see the keypad, yeah.
I need the code.
Yes. I mean, I relate the code.
Cool. Yeah, you get the code. You punch it in, and the little light goes from red to green, and you hear the lock disengage, and you can open the door.
I open it. Did you get locked in there, buddy?
Yeah, there's a key to get out, I guess, but I don't have the key and there's no keypad.
Find anything good in there?
And I don't tell them about the bell yet, although they might have heard it, but I hand them the electronics and wiring. I'm like, you ladies are looking for something like this to something?
We could probably find some use for it.
While they are having that discussion, and then Frankie and Ronnie are gonna, I'm assuming, gonna walk towards the pizza ovens. Joe, what are you doing?
So I'm still confused as to what the heck's going on here, and maybe I should start taking and drinking the stuff they're doing because they seem to be having a good time of it.
Sure.
But I got the ski balls, and I'm just thinking, well, if something weird's going on here, I need to look for some things that are useful.
Mhm.
So, like at the concessions, I just want. Is it all plastic forks and knives?
Yeah, pretty much.
They're no good.
Yeah, you're not gonna find it. This is like a place for kids. They're not giving them real silverware.
No glasses. All plastic.
It's all
How
plastic.
about a serving pitcher? Like when you bring a pitcher of soda or something.
You can go over there and look if you so desire.
Sure, why not? I guess that's over to the left, correct?
Yeah, it's gonna
isn't that
be
where
up in that-
that one person is?
Yeah, the weird dude that Frankie was calling a zombie. So if you boot scoot and boogie over there, Jay, I'm not gonna make you roll for it, but you will, or draw for it. You will notice a dude just kind of staring off into space, and he's just long, gangly. He's a little bit moist, perhaps.
Moist.
Yeah, he's a little sweaty. He's sitting there back there by a pizza oven, but he doesn't seem phased by it. He's not moving. He's not talking. He's just standing there.
So he's not. No pizza in the oven.
Oh, would you like to check the oven?
Yeah, I don't want to get near him, but yeah, can I check the oven without getting like right next to him?
Yeah, you can if you want to. If you want to
throw me into the oven or anything.
No, if you want to like stand right over here, he's like right here, right? And so you could stand probably right here and get a good vantage point on what's in that oven. If you want to move over there, and while you're moving over there, Jay, why don't you go ahead and just make another madness check?
Yeah. Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go.
Can I play
Joker.
So draw again and add a +1 to your next draw.
That's a 5, 6, and then with my if I get a perception or is it?
It's understanding.
So that's a 7.
Okay, so it's a little too low. That's okay. Joe. Through the heat of that oven there, you are blasted into a moment of utter inferno. You are surrounded and encased by fire. It's not hurting you per se, but it is trapping you. You are no longer in the arcade in your mind. You are in what you can only describe as Dante's Inferno. You are in hell. You are surrounded by an amalgamation of bodies sort of morphing in and out of each other, limbs sort of just dropping from the sky, and blood raining down the walls of this inferno. The blood is starting to pool at your feet and sort of boiled towards your knees. You are being boiled in your mind by this blood. And you are just inundated with the sounds of the screams of anybody and everybody who you think might be in hell. At that ninth gate, you are faced with utter despair. And your only reaction at this moment could possibly be just panic, but you can't go anywhere. You can't move. You are trapped there right now.
So I'm trying to calm myself down, and I'm thinking, I saw Constantine. What would Keanu Reeves do? What would Keanu Reeves do?
Yeah, so you're fucked right now. There's no getting out of this unless somebody else comes to help you.
Okay.
So, just for perspective, Frankie, Ronnie, and Hank, you guys look over and you see Joe in utter despair. He is screaming at the top of his lungs. He is in
Crap.
agony. He believes he is being boiled alive in a sea of blood and fire.
Nice.
I think Ronnie at this point is like, Jesus
First time?
Christ. And yeah, basically. She's gonna walk over and just what Frankie did to her, she's gonna smack Joe.
Make me a charm check.
That's going to be an 8.
That is not high enough to get Joe out of this moment. And Joe,
Oh.
as
Wait a
this-
second.
Yes, ma'am.
I have advantage on charm checks.
Okay.
Is that correct?
Yeah. So give me another draw then.
Okay. 8 plus 3, and then I have a +1 because it's my suit.
Okay. Yeah. So
wow.
Joe, instantly you're snapped back. And it's the same thing that happened to Ronnie. The vision of what is exactly in front of you, this pizza situation kind of just
So
kind
did
of
we all go
comes
visit him? Is that what happened?
Well, Ronnie went over to go snap him back. You guys are welcome to follow her.
We were
I'm
all
good
heading
about
towards the
it.
oven anyway.
Anyway, so
Yeah.
yeah, so absolutely. And so
I've
you
got an
guys-
agenda in the kitchen.
Yeah, so Joe, you're snapped back to reality. You're not harmed, you're not in pain, you're not in agony anymore. But that memory is a lasting one. You know what you saw, Joe. And you know it was real.
I need a glass vial of water to break so I could have taken myself out of it, because he's just thinking about what happened in that damn movie. But I didn't have it. I was stuck. Thank you.
Bowie. So
this is real. This is weird. This is too real. What the hell's going on?
Yeah, first time, it's rough. You don't get used to it. It doesn't get better. But you know.
So were you like having some kind of Carlos Castanedas experience or something? What happened?
I was in hell, I think. Burning in hell.
Well, I have
Something
bad
like-
news. You're still in hell.
This is hell, this arcade. This feels like more like purgatory. In between.
Tomato, tomato.
Frankie and Ronnie, make me an understanding check.
That's
7.
funny, Cat.
Oh no. That is a 4.
Frankie, you might not have heard this. Maybe you were asleep in the place that you guys were at. But Ronnie, you would have overheard the guards murmuring about just the word or the phrase rather somewhere else.
Guards?
Just you didn't have any context for it. You just knew they used it as a noun. Person, place, or thing, you know.
Thanks for the clarification.
You're welcome. Just in case you didn't know what a noun was. And you would just
Fucking
hear,
idiot.
you would hear them refer to somewhere else.
I think with talking of hell and purgatory, Ronnie's just gonna be like, no, we're somewhere else.
Did you, Joe, happen to notice any like cooking oil or anything flammable back there?
Well, I didn't get that far. I just, the oven, then I got the blast of fire and flame and was there. So no.
I'm gonna go have a look for any kind of combustibles.
Okay. Make me a perception check.
Oh my gosh, you're freaking
Ooh,
crazy, dude.
Nice.
On those draws,
Nice.
man. No one's gotten a 2 yet.
Very
It's crazy.
easily, very easily. You find this
Baggie of oil.
saran wrapped white substance, and there is black electrical tape around it.
Sounds like cocaine.
It's not cocaine,
No,
But
I
it-
would recognize cocaine.
but you can say it is a combustible of sorts. It is currently inert.
I look at it, I hand it to Roni, who had given the electronics to, and I say, will this help you?
Can I take a look at it and try to figure out what this substance is?
Yeah, go right ahead and make me an understanding check. since
Saltpeter.
You're not looking for it. You're just trying to figure out what it is.
It's gonna be a 7.
You would know that I'm not gonna make this a super hard draw. That you would know that this is C4.
I'm gonna kind of hold it up to Frankie and be like, bomb.
That'll blow up
Hmm.
the entire block.
I never thought I'd say this, but I'm missing the bar right now.
Wait a minute, wait a minute.
Let
If we blow something up, how do we not get blown up with it?
I don't know. Figure it out. You'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
I think we should trust them. They were fighting. They were
I
they
got
were
it.
fighting.
This is a
They
little
were fighting teddy bears earlier. I think we should trust them.
Well, you got me. You pulled me out of wherever I was. So okay, I'll do that.
Can I get everybody to make another perception check for me? So we're gonna go around. Josh, that's a 7
9.
plus 9. Okay. Ronnie, what was it?
9.
9. Okay. Frankie?
I also got a 9.
So, one question: I got this table with like 3 different columns on it. Is that skills I already have, or is that skills I can choose from?
The bottom columns.
Yeah.
No, those are just skills
Oh, they're
that you could have, but I've
okay,
chosen
got it.
your-
So I got the
Yes.
first row, or
No, look in on your character sheet.
Yeah.
You're gonna write where it says abilities, and you've got 1, 2, and 3. Those are your abilities
hold on
that
one
you
second
have.
here.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure. Abilities 1, athletics, prevailing,
Mhm.
acute perception. Oh, I do have acute perception. I
Mhm.
use it 3 times per day, and understanding. Twice per day, you can double your stat score. All right, so this is perception here.
Yeah, you're doing.
All right, so then I'll do an acute. If I pull a
Okay.
king or queen, you get gain a determination. All
Yeah,
right,
go
I'll
right ahead.
do it.
So-
Why not?
Great way to have that, to use that. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Probably not, but Joker.
So draw again and add a +1.
Nope. So
What did you get total?
6.
6. Okay. So everybody except for Joe hears this. You hear the squeaking of a grocery cart, and it's kind of coming up towards this this inferno of ovens. And you hear it all of a sudden it sort of bonks into like the brick of the pizza ovens, and it bonks again. And it bonks again.
I think Frankie's gonna open the oven door.
Excellent. Inside of the oven, and the oven is not currently running.
Mhm.
Inside the oven, you see a familiar face to Frankie and Ronnie. You see no teeth in her head, her lips curled in around her gums. You see the gentleness of eyes that is a comfort that you didn't know you needed. And you hear in a sweet, elderly little voice, "Sukabliat!" You see Babushka.
Babushka.
Bell.
And she points. It's funny you say that.
Troy.
She points at Hank. She's sort of making the motion, and she's speaking in Russian, and she's sort of kind of jabbering off.
You have a bell, Hank?
How does she know I have a bell?
It's her
That's
bell.
hers.
It's her bell.
Yeah.
Give it to her.
All right, you're the Sha woman. And so I very sheepishly produced the bell that I had not previously mentioned and hand it over.
And you see this hand extend through the pizza oven towards you guys from the other side. And the hand is so little and soft and wrinkly. And she's like kind of reaching through the oven. And she takes the bell. Then she starts ding 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 ding. I would like everybody to go ahead and make me an understanding check though. And we're gonna start with Josh. Okay, you did that. That was pretty easy for you. Ronnie.
7 minus 1 plus 1 because it's my suit, so 7.
Okay, Frankie.
Determination is basically like an advantage, like I can reroll.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna use that.
Okay.
I'm glad I did. That's a 12.
Okay, excellent. And Joe.
I use my twice per day. You may double your stat score to add to your understanding check.
Okay.
Let's see. So that is a 10.
Okay, everybody except for Ronnie gets a little bit of a brain blast there. You all suddenly remember that you know Morse code. And she is using Morse code. And as she's kind of spelling things out, you guys are going to figure out very easily, no trouble, that she is Morse code writing to you. Beast is back. Stalker is watching. Black blood kills.
Black blood.
The black blood of the earth?
Frankie's gonna look at Ronnie.
What's she saying?
Beast is back. Stalker's watching. Black blood kills. All great things. All things we wanted to hear.
Lovely. Great.
What's
Yeah.
black blood? What does that mean?
You
said-
guys didn't really get that far to the black blood
Okay.
last time you guys were in somewhere else. So you don't really know. But you know what? Actually, I'll give you guys a chance. Do an understanding check for me. Just Frankie and Ronnie.
6.
Okay.
Seven.
Okay. You know what? I'll give you guys that because you guys paid attention a lot. You didn't
I'm
really
sorry, it was a 9.
Oh yeah, then yeah, you for sure got that. You guys remember hearing through those conversations from that place that you're in of the black blood. You know that it is the life force of what creates the beast. You would know specifically, Frankie, you would know that it was created. It wasn't born or made by anything natural. It was created in a lab of some sorts. So you kind of can put 2 and 2 together. Remember back when you guys were finishing up with Harry's, you would remember that both government agencies from Russia and from the US intervened at the last minute. So you can put 2 and 2 together pretty easily with that understanding check that this is something that some government, whether it be Russian or US, has a hand in. And as that information is kind of coming to you guys, you will notice that Babishka has put 3 tins of cat food on the oven, and she is slowly beep 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 away.
Frankie snatches one of those tins up for herself.
I take one too.
How many tins are there?
3 tins of cat food.
I'm not that hungry, but okay. I'll take a tin as well. If I see the ladies doing it, I'll take a tin. By the way, all of us each have 2 advantages, and Bones has 4. We all have 2 though, from all the cheers.
Don't worry, I use mine at the very end.
Yeah, I figured.
Don't worry about that.
We all
Okay,
got 4. I mean, we all
So-
each have 2.
So
Thank
you
you.
guys got to meet Babushka. We love Babushka. So what do you guys want to do next? I know
Well-
Jay, you wanted to look for a picture, right? A
Yeah,
glass
well,
pitcher.
I want to ask the two ladies. I'm like, is she like the anti-spirit that's their protector? What is she? You met her before.
Ronnie's gonna point to the gray that's behind the counter at the food.
Okay.
When, from what we understand, when you're in this place too long, you become one of those. And the babushka has fought against it somehow,
Okay.
What is this place?
somewhere else.
I feel like I need more Benzedrine.
I'm never going in an arcade in my life ever again. It's going to be tough. Okay.
Well, what do you guys want to do next?
I don't know if a picture is going to help at this point. I mean, we got an electronics board, right? We got C4.
Mm-hmm.
We need a battery.
Maybe. Who's to say? Don't you guys want to play some games? You're at an arcade. I'll give you guys an option. You
Okay.
guys can go ahead and explore and look for the rest of what you think you might need. Or you can just sit and hang out.
I don't think sitting's gonna.
Ronnie actually is gonna start heading towards the bathrooms.
Okay.
She's gonna go into the lower bathroom first.
Okay.
I think Frankie is going to follow her.
Yeah.
In case anything happens to either of them, they at least have each other.
Okay. Hank and Joe, what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna try and interact with the gray because I'm new to all this and I've not given up on that gray. So I'm gonna
Okay.
give him a smack like Roni was handing out.
Give me an athletics check.
Ooh.
You miss. You don't smack him. You sort of
Nothing but
miss.
nothing but air.
Yeah, he kind of whoofs around him. He's just not. He's not doing anything. He's just staring. He's just looking.
What did I miss?
Joe.
If we gotta build a device or something to thwart this thing,
Mm-hmm.
we need a power source. I think. Does that make sense? I look
It's
at the other
almost-
two.
Well, they went down to the bathroom. They're
All of
gone.
them?
Well, just Ronnie and Frankie.
Oh,
Yeah, you're just stuck with Hank there.
Hank. He says to Hank, "Well, the ladies are gone, and I take one of those pills, but I only use suppository format."
I got those.
Really?
I got you covered. Yeah, he's got a hip sack. And he just leafs through it.
I was
There
kidding.
you go. Do you want me to put it in or
I don't know.
can you handle this yourself?
You are certified. You are a certified nurse's aide. So
Yeah, I'm a professional.
Do you have a syringe too?
Do I?
No.
No. Guess I didn't come prepared.
So we
I will
gotta.
say, Jay, real quick. Sorry, not to interject
Please,
with you,
no,
but
go ahead.
maybe in about 5 minutes, can we?
Yeah,
take, like,
sure,
a
of
break?
course.
Okay, cool.
Of course.
Yeah.
All this talk about bathrooms,
I know. Suddenly,
all that coffee that
drinking.
we all
So they went to the restroom.
Myriad already. She's already like, let's do it.
All right. So go ahead, though, Joe. What do you want to do? And then we'll get to the ladies.
I'm just saying, Hank. Options. What the heck is this place right here?
You know, it's so funny you asked that. Why don't you go ahead and check it out?
Yeah, it looks. like a storage room or something, but I have a feeling that it's not, or it's.
So what you see before you is one of those like money tornado places where you
Oh,
step in and then you put like whatever amount in and then like all the money goes and you have to like collect as much as you can.
but it's not real money in this case, is it?
Mm-hmm. You gotta find
Give it
out.
give it a shot.
Before you step into it, then before we do that, let's jump over to Ronnie
Yeah,
and
please.
Frankie. So both of you ladies are stepping into the bathroom.
Yeah.
Okay. Once you guys do, I would like you both to make a madness check.
Love that. 6.
Okay.
That's a 14 for me.
Okay. Frankie, nothing happens. Ronnie, however, something happens. You walk in and it's sort of one of those moments where the fluorescent lights are a little too bright. The walls and the floors are too white and shiny. It is very disruptive to the senses for you, Ronnie. And as you're walking towards the stalls, you're passing in front of these mirrors and you see what you think is your reflection. But at second glance, you see a horse in the reflection walking with you. Its coat is black and shiny, and its eyes are just two black voids. Long lashes sort of sweep down as it blinks, watching you. There is a sadness to this creature. And it is almost luring you in.
That really sucks for that creature because I fucking hate horses. Can I take my mallet and smash the mirror?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna whack. You have to make a check for that.
Yeah, make me an athletics check.
That's going to be an 8.
Okay, you do it easily. The mirror shatters, and behind the mirror, the horse head comes directly towards you.
Fuck.
It is biting and it is visceral, and there is foam and blood spewing out of its mouth. Its teeth want you, and its teeth are not your straight rows of a horse teeth. It is gnarled and twisted, and they are vicious looking. Go ahead and make me another athletics check to try and dodge out of the way. This
Like
horse,
lamprey teeth coming out
yeah,
at you.
kind of, yeah. And the neck is long and elongated, and it's too long.
This is a 3, but it's my suit, so +1, +2 for my athletics, and then I'm gonna use my double my athletics score. So
Okay. What is your
8?
total then? At 8. Just barely you get out of the way of this horse. Its body is stuck by the wall that it can't get through. It is whinnying and neighing in that way that it sounds like a horse is in utter distress. It fucking wants you. It wants you so bad, Ronnie. It's going to get you. It's coming for you. It's
Nightmare.
driving for it. Its muscles are all
I'm scrambling back on the
Yeah.
floor towards Frankie. Horse, there's a horse. Why is there a horse in a bathroom?
I don't see this horse, right?
No, you passed your madness check.
Yeah, I slap Ronnie.
Go ahead and make me a charm check.
Oh, that's an 11.
Okay, you do it easily. Again, Ronnie, the world comes barreling towards you again. The horse is gone, and all that remains is the empty space where the mirror used to be
I think-
in the
I think-
broken glass.
As Frankie is slapping you, she says, "There's no fucking horse. Don't scare me like that."
It's just on the floor. I think she's holding the mallet, like just hugging it to her. Oh, that was the worst thing I've seen so far, actually. That was the most frightening thing. I would take the beast and the stalker over that any day, actually.
You hate horses too?
Fucking hate horses, man. They're too
Oh, they're
big.
the fucking worst.
Why do they look like that?
I don't know.
Oh,
She's gonna extend a hand down to you. Come on, get up.
okay. Ronnie gets up and then she's gonna look around the bathroom a little bit more. It's kind of staring clear of where the mirror used to be.
I gotta
Okay.
piss while I'm in here. Keep watch. And she leaves the like door open to piss. She's not locking herself in the bathroom.
Um,
Oh, not the toilet.
go ahead. Make me another madness check, but we'll get to that in a second. Just let me know what you draw.
Mhm.
Oh boy.
Um,
You guys ever see that movie Slither, where the person's on the toilet and the brain slug comes out from in the toilet?
don't worry about it.
It's an 11.
Okay, you're fine. Nothing happens. Hank and Joe, what are you guys doing?
Well, it's time. It's time to do something stupid.
Yeah? You
Yeah.
gonna get in the money
Yeah.
tornado?
Do you want to do that before or after you said the 5-minute? It's up to you.
Let's go ahead and do this real quick, and then we'll take a 5-minute break.
All right.
We'll come back at your reaction.
All right. So I'm like, oh, I've already almost burned in hell already. So, let's turn this puppy on. I hit the button here, and
Yeah, you hear that little pop. You hear like the whirring of fans above and below you start up. Can you go ahead and make me a madness check, Jay?
yeah, no, with advantage. Can we redo it or we do 2 pulls?
What are you using?
We
for your
have
advantage?
2 advantage from the audience.
So
each
is
of
it?
us.
Yeah, just add.
Thanks, Josh. Table level.
Just do a redraw.
Redraw if I need to. All right,
Yeah,
good.
if you need
All right,
to.
cool. All right, here we go. Queen of Spades. That's
Oh,
a
you're
12.
good. The fans start up.
Look at that.
There's no money.
That's all right.
There's no money. So you're just in a whirlwind alone.
But
It's really loud.
I've been sweating a lot, so I like do that
Wear
to my
out.
shorts to get I don't want to have that. Yeah,
We don't want
get
no
that
swamp
sweat
ass.
feel go on a little bit.
Yeah, swamp ass is the real killer in this game.
exactly.
Yeah, nothing happens. No money's left in the thing. This is a really small town. This is a really poor town. So not a whole lot of people got extra singles to put into this thing. So maybe there's like a napkin that
What a
flies
chip,
around.
man.
Dowie.
Unbelievable.
Let's take a 5 then, real quick, Jay, if you're good
Sure.
with that. For everybody
Yeah,
who
of
wants to go ahead and
course.
do that, and then we'll kind of jump
course.
into our second half. So
I need more coffee as it is.
yeah.
Still got that hangover from the partying last night.
Oh my gosh.
Real life.
I tell you. All right.
No,
Well,
will Jay hit the wrong button? Probably.
who's to say?
Who's to say? That's right. Hold on here. We'll be right back, everyone. I hope you're enjoying this. I'm having a blast.
I'm glad you're having fun. I hope you guys are having a lot of fun because I'm
Absolutely.
having a lot of fun tormenting you guys. I got some more stuff planned.
And please hang out a bit more. We do have a
That
giveaway
ball
going.
pit is like calling to me like a siren.
Oh,
You should check it out, man.
it's good to see
Yeah.
you, Josh Starrett. Good to see you. By the way, the giveaway we'll do. I got about 300 of these, so I will say you get your choice. We'll do 2 for. We'll do 2 for the winner today. Okay. We'll get an adventure and a compilation book. Right. So winner will get that. We'll see you. Is this? I hope that's the right button. Yeah, it was. Good. All right. See you in a minute.
All right.
All right, I'll be back.
You got me talking in my head, thinking right out my mouth. It only take one thought to send my head through the clouds, yeah. Spend the rest of my day spiraling down. My heart's greater than the Great Dane, difficult to tame. Should've tied that shit up in chains, but you can never do it. I swear you never stop running away, oh yeah. So try to relax. Just try to relax. Try to relax before you start losing your stuff you already have. And I don't know if you're ever coming back. You got me beating my chest, yeah, like a gorilla. Don't know if you're ever coming back. You got me beating my chest like a gorilla, yeah. Don't know if you're ever coming back, but I'll be beating my chest like a gorilla. I said like a gorilla, yeah, yeah, like a gorilla. light your way. You can't stop running away. Oh yeah. So try to relax. Just try to relax. Just try to relax. Before you start losing yourself, you already have, and I don't know if you're ever coming back. You got me beating my chest, yeah, like a gorilla. Don't know if you're ever coming back. You got me beating my chest like a gorilla, yeah. Don't know if you're ever coming back, but I'll be beating my chest like a gorilla. I said like a gorilla, yeah, yeah, like a gorilla. Try to relax. Try to relax. Try to relax. Yeah. Before I start losing myself, I already have, and I don't know if I'm ever coming back. You got me beating my chest, yeah, like a gorilla. I don't know if I'm ever coming back. You got me beating my chest like a gorilla, yeah. Don't know if you're ever coming back, but I'll be beating my chest like a gorilla. I said like a gorilla, yeah, yeah, like a gorilla.
I am back.
Welcome back.
I hope you guys are having fun.
I am.
Good, I'm glad.
I'm having so much fun.
Thanks. I have worse things in store.
Great. I don't
it
know what's going to
gets-
top the horse.
Well, so I'll tell you guys later, but I came up with two things that are specific for Creep and Myriad that I found just particularly weird in my head. So I got Melonade.
Lemonade.
Lemonade.
Chick-fil-A lemonade. Oof, that shit slaps.
That's the best. I wanted a sweet tea, but we got a lemonade, so it's okay. The cat food addiction is back.
I'm
creature.
back.
Jay, I've got the itch page. Can I drop that for this game in
I'm sorry?
I have the link for the game.
Yeah,
like,
you
where
can any
get the
links you want to
game.
put in, it's fine. Sure.
So
course.
that's the itch page. So itch.io is where you can find a bunch of indie
course.
games. They got a bunch of TTRPGs. It is a free game. It's a name your price, but I always encourage people, if you're buying or getting a game that is technically free, donate a couple dollars to the creator, because they work really hard on this kind of stuff. So but yeah, it's that's it. It's done by a person named Moon.
Put up
That's-
any link, Jay?
Dude, don't be that guy.
Like meatspin.com or
And he wonders
put
why.
that
Oh
link
yeah, just let someone take over your channel and run whatever they want on it. Yeah. Can you imagine?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. But yeah, go check out that
Gotcha,
creator.
Michael.
They're really cool.
I know your
So
response.
they made a cool game. Are we ready?
One quick announcement.
did
Uh-huh.
you look? Oh,
One
yeah, you
quick
did look.
announcement. Note that because I got both Anna and I have family events tomorrow night. We got a family. I got a barbecue at a friend's house. Anna's got something going on, and he couldn't make it, but he can Sunday, but he can make it Monday night, and it starts late at 9. Gavin's moved back to Memorial Day evening. It's Ed Greenwood. Unique magical rituals, locales, and items of Greyhawk and the Realms. 9 o'clock Eastern Monday night. Okay? Just so you're aware. So if you're looking for us tomorrow night, we're not on tomorrow night. We're on Monday. Just letting you know. Alrighty. Now we're good.
All right. So yeah, so nothing happens to you, Jay. But other than just a napkin flying in your face. That's fine. Ronnie and Frankie, are you guys still in the bathroom doing bathroom stuff?
Yeah. I believe Frankie was pissing.
Yeah.
Go piss girl.
Go piss girl.
I imagine that Ronnie's sort of just standing next to the stall, just like pissing all alone, handsome.
No, thankfully. I don't know if I'd want to piss alone here.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Make sure nothing crawls up your butt.
Yeah, I hope not. That would be horrendous. Why would you even say that, Ronnie?
Who would think of that?
It's a possibility, and we need
You know,
to
I
be
could have let
prepared
that.
for all.
I
the
could have let that
possibilities.
horse eat you. Just remember that.
I'm glad you. And listen, if it is in my capabilities, I will not let
I
anything
agree.
crawl up your butt.
Yeah, I give you full permission to slap me if needed.
That's so wholesome and kind. It's really what friendship is made out of. While you guys are finishing up in the bathroom, Joe and Hank, what are you guys doing?
I'm out of this thing.
I need to check out that ball pit. It's been
dude.
calling to me.
Oh.
You in the ball pit. You like
Oh,
that.
I'm so glad you wanted to go down to the ball pit.
I'll go with them, but I'm not getting near any balls.
Okay. Make me a madness check, guys, both of you.
Good idea.
Very
Ooh,
nice.
That's my suit.
Okay.
Smooth move, X-Lex.
Go ahead and draw, Jay. What'd you get, Jay? An ace. Aces are high. It's a ball pit.
I'm wading in. There's answers in this ball pit. I know.
If you start swimming around in it going bazinga, then you got me.
You're going into the ball pit?
Oh yeah.
Gosh.
There's answers in the ball pit.
Make me a perception check.
Good job.
Okay. You perceive something in there for sure. You feel something moving. Hank. It's not.
And it's not me.
It's not the madness.
And I look at and Joe's still not in the pit with me, huh?
No, he's not.
Coward.
And you don't feel anything brush against you, but you feel the kinetic movement and the inertia of the balls moving around. You know something is in here, and you kind of see it's almost like a wave, something kind of moving very languidly.
Like the
through
trash
balls.
monster in Star Wars.
Yeah, a little bit. You just kind of see something going around.
Is it singing to me like a siren?
No. But you do hear the cry of a meow, a little kitten sound. Meow, meow. And you know this is not the madness. Meow, meow.
Joe, produce the cat food.
Yeah, this has got a taint to it. He'll put it as the thing gets close enough so that thing could be able to smell it. Or I'll do my thing that I do in mine. I snap my fingers and they come running.
Meow. It's getting louder. Meow, meow. And then all of a sudden there's a shift in the tone. Meow. It is a man's voice. Meow. Meow. It's getting louder and it's coming towards you, and you can see
like right meow.
Right meow. You can see the ball pit kind of like it's almost like a wave, right? Coming towards you, this rogue wave of plastic and piss, because there's pee in that ball pit.
And answers.
And there is a man's voice. It is calling meow, 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 meow. And it's getting louder and louder as it's coming towards you. And just as it's about to crest, something pops out of it. It is a man's face. It is Jim Parsons' face. Jim Parsons is the man who went missing 6 months ago. And you have not seen him. Flyers about have gone everywhere. It is the man's face. It is massive. It is huge. It is generally just boring. A boring man, but his face is massive and it is attached to the body of a fucking serpent. And it is lurching out this snake body, and it is rising. And I'm not going to make either of you make a perception check. You see this very easily, obviously. It is lurching about 10 feet high up to the ceiling. And it is starting to come down towards you, Hank. And I would like to go ahead and see what Frankie and Ronnie are doing right now.
Yeah, Ronnie's gonna search around the bathroom. Just
Okay.
looking around.
Make me a perception check.
Do we hear the sound outside?
Hear the meowing.
You don't hear the little kitten meowing, but you hear the man meowing.
Wow.
And Frankie, you would remember Jim Parsons' voice from when every time you went to the bar.
Is it the face of the real actor Jim Parsons?
No, this is just like a
Oh.
random dude I made
Okay,
up.
because that's his name. That's the Bazinga guy's name from.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
didn't even
try
remember
and
that.
Yeah,
I was gonna
it's
try and
Jim
neutralize.
That's
I was
just a
gonna
name I came up with.
I was gonna
Jim
I was gonna
Pars-
try and neutralize him by saying that I will take you to Gary Con.
Yeah.
So, Jim Parson is a man who went missing 6 months
Right.
ago. His body was never found.
That's
There was-
ironic.
there was
Wow.
That is really, I didn't even think about that. There was flyers put up around the city during that time, and you guys would recognize this face as the face on the flyer. And he's just a regular schmegular looking dude. But yeah, you guys you hear the meowing. Frankie, what are you doing?
I think Frankie finishes up and comes out of the stall and looks at Ronnie and says, Jesus fuck, that's Jim. I remember that voice. I cannot forget
The
that
guy that went
voice.
missing?
I mean, it's gotta be.
Why the fuck's he meowing?
I don't know, but for some reason here it makes sense. You know?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Yeah.
I got a 9 on my perception check.
You find toilet paper, like a whole bunch of toilet paper. And you do find some Duracell batteries, baby.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh,
I'm
ayo.
gonna snatch those batteries and a roll of toilet paper, in case I shit myself.
That's okay.
Again.
Again.
Do you
No,
wanna know where?
we could take the middle part of and put tape off stuff toilet paper on one end, and that's where you can put the batteries in.
We can't describe exactly what we're gonna do with this explosive, so
Oh.
we'll just leave it very vague.
Okay, I thought we had to.
Yeah.
No.
Let's be careful with that.
Yeah, we're not gonna. We're being very vague with this.
Okay, that's cool.
So anyway,
Where were the batteries?
you want to know where they were?
Where were the batteries, Bones?
Where
were the
A massage device that was
So-
left underneath one of the toilets.
Is something that's going?
It's pink.
It's in an arcane bathroom.
It's pink.
It's pink. Anyway,
Got a little bunny thing on it.
I know. Good job.
I was gonna leave it at
Yes.
that.
Guess I won't look like a gift horse in the face or whatever.
Yeah, it's free batteries.
Oh,
Or hopefully not another horse in the face. Um, I think maybe we should, I don't know, go out there because those guys don't seem very capable, you know?
No, they're
Yeah,
if
they
they're not dead
don't.
already.
Um,
All right.
So you guys are leaving the bathroom?
Yeah, we're gonna head out and see
Yeah,
what the
okay.
commotion is about.
All right. The moment you guys step out of the bathroom, you guys see very easily the face of Jim Parsons, regular schmegular mountain home man. It's this massive head. I mean, like it's a huge head. You guys remember like in GoldenEye when you had big head mode on? like that, but bigger. And then this long snake body.
God, Emperor of Dune.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. And
Yes.
it's like recoiling back, and its maw is sort of unhinging, and it is coming down on Hank. Now Hank, what I would like you to do for me is make me an athletics check, but I would like you to do it at disadvantage since you are in the ball pit. Buddy.
Oh boy. Wow.
So you don't really make it out. What's your athletics?
Shoot.
I think it's a 1.
Does it matter
It does.
at this point?
That's your health.
Yeah.
Is
Can
there
I
a-
double it? It says that once per day I can double it.
Yes, I would
Alright.
suggest you do that.
I do that.
Okay, so your athletics is a 2. So your HP is a 2, but you do take 1 damage. So you are fucked up. So you're not doing so hot, bud. Take this as an equivalent of bloodied. And you are sort of thrown up and over and out of the ball pit, and you are slammed. I'm going to move your token here. You are slammed back into one of these arcade machines. And the moment you slam into the back of it, I would like everybody to make a madness check for me. And we're going to go ahead and go around the table. Joe, what is your madness check?
So what do I get? I get to add to that to my what plus charm?
It's your understanding.
So I add 1 to that. Okay. All right, here we go. Dun 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 dun. So that's an 8.
Okay. Hank.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Frankie.
Got a 12.
Okay, great. And Ronnie.
I drew a 2, but I'm gonna use one of my redraws, and I got an ace.
Okay, great. Everybody except for Joe doesn't see this. Joe, what you see is as the moment that Hank hits the back of that or the front of that arcade machine, you just see this pool of writhing, wiggling, and almost viscous sea of maggots starting to pour out of every open hole, including the glass, projector screen of that arcade machine, pour out and over top of Hank. And they are coming towards you. Those maggots, they're crawling and they're writhing towards you. They're almost consuming Hank, but everybody else, you just see Hank like really fucked up, blood coming out of his mouth, and this giant snake sort of like it's descending back down into the ball pit.
Is there anything we can I do something in reference to that, or
we're gonna get there?
Okay.
We're gonna get there, don't worry.
Right.
But yeah, the snake is towering back down into the ball pit. We're gonna go ahead and start with Joe, though. You see the sea of maggots coming towards you. What are you doing with that?
First off, I say, Hank, you broke my spy hunter machine. And then secondly, then he takes one of his skee balls. He's just going to wing it right at the head of
Jim Parsons.
Yes.
Jim Parsons.
Yeah, I got one
Emperor
of these skee balls. I'm going to use them because those things are going to hurt.
Give me an athletics check, please.
All right, that's what I'm good at.
Remember, you do have abilities, so use your abilities if you can.
Yeah, mine's athletics prevailing, but that's about it with an ally next to me. So
I would say, where are you? At this point, I would say Ronnie and Frankie, you guys have probably made your way over to the ball pit. Put yourself as far as you want to be. I would say for the sake of this, you guys are less than 50 feet away from each other. I would say go ahead and use it.
Okay. All right. Aha! Jack, that's a 12.
Excellent. You hit it, no problem. It kind of back. It makes that horrible guttural sound, and then it looks to you, Joe,
cards everywhere,
as it was trying to go, and it goes meow, meow,
no.
meow.
Shut up.
It does not like that. Let's go ahead and go.
Whacker.
We're going to go ahead and enter initiative. We are now in a fight. The way that I run initiatives is a popcorn initiative. So I kind of do it a little loosey-goosey. I'm gonna pick somebody, they're gonna popcorn over to somebody else. I've done this in a Powered by Apocalypse game. The way I like doing it is the last person to go goes again, and then the round starts over. So if you guys have to eventually pick Jim Parsons, you have to pick the snake. The snake, if he goes last, will go twice. So just keep that in mind.
If he goes last, he'll go twice.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll a d4 to see who goes first. Okay, and that's gonna be Josh. Hank goes first.
Is he able? I thought he was in madness.
He's in,
No, I got
you're
him
in
clear.
madness.
Oh.
He's bloodied.
Oh,
He's just really fucked up right now.
Can I take a fistful of meds, like a potpourri type of thing?
You have on you, let me pull your sheet back up.
I want to have a hips. I want to have a what's it called? Not a hip sack. Yeah, a hip sack.
You have an Advil, a box of Advil, and a small
it?
box of Princess Band-Aids. So you are absolutely welcome
Butterfly
to use
stitches.
those, and I will give you half a damage point back or half an HP back if you use those. But that's
No, I
gonna be
wanted
your,
to take like dangerous pharmaceuticals that I stole from work.
yeah, that's not
And,
gonna that's not gonna do anything for you right now. But you can
no,
use
I
your
want to put them in the cat food and throw it into Jim Parsons' mouth.
yeah, it's not gonna really work now. So
Okay, I'll take the Advil then.
take your Advil and use your box of Princess Band-Aids, and I'll give you half an HP back.
Yeah,
But
I'll
take
that's your entire turn.
Just Hank taking a handful of pills and then
Oh,
like slapping a
well,
bunch
that
of
hurt.
princess band-aids on his
Yeah.
face.
Yeah.
That's all.
And then
Really, Hank? What are you taking? What are you doing there, bud? I don't know if you're taking pills.
I was taking pills. This is
Oh.
isn't this mean pills like this?
Yeah, that's uh-huh.
For sure, dude.
Yeah.
Hank,
Penicillin, more like.
who goes back? Who goes next, Hank? You choose. You can choose the
DC, let
monster.
DC go.
All right, there you go. Frankie, go right ahead.
Yeah. Frankie is when she comes out and sees Jim Snakeskins now, she's taking the flesh of her teddy bear she gutted and she's jamming it into the hole of this bottle and pulls out her lighter, lights it, and she's gonna lob it into the ball pit.
Okay, awesome. Give me an athletics check.
Oh boy, here we go. Oh wow. Lucky me. That's a 9.
It's a 9. Excellent. So you do it very easily. It's not a direct hit on the face, but it is a hit on the ball pit, which does now start to consume it with fire. The snake Parsons is most upset by this. It sort of rears back and it kind of looks around and it doesn't really know what to do. It's going to take another point of damage. So that's awesome. Do me a favor, tell me who goes next. Or unless you want to do anything else. Do you want
I think she yells, fuck you, Jim Parsons, and your Jack and Cokes. And I'm gonna give it to the snake.
Yeah.
You're gonna give it to Jim?
Yeah, so he's not last. Because I
Okay.
don't want him going twice.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Jim is now looking at you, Frankie. You just
Beautiful.
you did some damage on him. He's pretty pissed off. Let me go actually ahead and see here where I want to.
I still can't get out Sheldon is the head of Jim Parsons.
Dowie.
Is the same name. I just can't.
And the
pronounce
ball
it.
pit.
In the ball pit.
Dowie. Let me see here. Where do I want to put him? Oops, shit, I just left Albert. You can ignore me. I'm going to make him
I'm the Jim now.
big.
Nice.
Big boy. All right. So Jim Parsons is looking at you, Frankie. It is going to go ahead and kind of move to the edge of the ball pit, and it is going to spew something at you. It is going to be a color black viscous. What I need you to do is to make a contested draw for me. I'm going to be drawing a perception check for Jim Parsons. You are going to be drawing for an athletics check. So I'm going to go ahead and draw. Oh, I love that for me. And you go ahead and draw.
I drew the king.
You draw the king.
Wow.
So I drew technically a lower face value. So there's no rule for like necessarily who's like these types of contesting roles or draws rather. So I'm going to give it to you. You're going to dodge just out of the way, barely. You're not going to take any damage or anything, but it is a black fluid that is being spewed at you. And I just need you to keep that in your mind. Remember what Babishka told you.
Mhm.
So
that's right. So you're not going to burn any of Troy's specials he gave you, are you?
not
Damn.
yet.
Trying to get him to
Not
burn it
yet.
now.
Don't you worry.
I'm doing it in reverse, getting all those burned.
Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and popcorn over to Ronnie. Ronnie, what are you doing?
Ronnie is going to dig into her purse and come out with a bottle of perfume. And because the Jim Parsons is very much on fire, she's going to make it worse by lobbing her bottle of alcohol-based perfume at the snake monster.
Okay, go ahead and make an athletics check.
Joker.
Okay.
Queen of Hearts, which is my suit.
Okay, you do that so easily. And
so I got a 13.
Yeah, that's awesome. You're gonna smash it right in the face, and the flames kind of catch on the monster and on Jim Parsons, and his face is now on fire. He's pissed. He takes another point of damage, but he's still up. He's still going. He's still mad, and he is slowly turning his face towards you, Ronnie. He's going meow, meow, meow.
I'm gonna meow back, and then I'm gonna like hide behind this table.
Okay, I will give you partial cover for that. But go ahead and pick the next person to go, and it's gonna be Joe. He's the last person, and Joe, you get to go twice, and then you choose who goes next after that.
Well, I guess I have one more skee ball left. The others are in the teddy bear. So I'm gonna
absolutely.
I'm gonna throw another skee ball at him.
Okay. As you're doing this, I want you to make me another madness check to see about those maggots.
Is he taking continued damage from the ball pit fire?
Yes, I'm keeping track on that.
King.
Nice. You do it easily. You do it you're so good at lobbing balls. Let's see here.
They're blue too.
Fuck off. Yeah, he takes another point of damage. I'm gonna give him another couple points of damage as well from the fire. And then go ahead.
Madness.
Yeah, do your madness check for me.
So that's a 6, and it's my suit. That's a 7, and then another 1, so it's an 8.
Okay, so the maggots are not moving towards you anymore. But they're still there. They're just kind of being gross maggots. So, and Hank's covered in them. Go ahead and pick who's going to go next.
Does he get to go twice?
Oh, you do get to go twice. I'm sorry. You're right.
That's
You're
just
so
wonderful.
right.
It's just, but I'm out of balls.
What did you do?
I've used both my balls.
You can do anything you want. If
Can
you set
I?
your mind to it. If you set your mind to it, the worst I'm going to say is no.
So all right, I'll pull out my trusty utility Swiss Army knife that I carry with me, and I'll put it on a corkscrew. I'll pull the corkscrew out, and I'll try and like the corkscrew into it.
Awesome. Okay. Do an athletics check.
Why not?
Are you moving up to it to do this?
Yeah, because I don't. Yeah, why not?
So make me first before you do that. Make me an athletics check to dodge the fire.
Oh, is I gonna burn myself? All right, here we go. All right, that's it. So that's a 9 because it's my color and +2 for athletics. It's a 9.
I'm gonna tell you take half damage point from the fire. You don't take a full damage point.
You made popcorn? Oh, thanks, dude.
Where's my popcorn?
Popcorn.
Where's my popcorn?
Very nice. All right, I take a half damage. Oh, all right, that's fine. So my total, I have 2 athletics. So if I go beyond that, I'm dead, right?
Right, exactly.
Okay. All right, half damage. Now I roll a stab with the corkscrew.
Yeah.
I saw this in the Equalizer movie with Denzel Washington.
Okay.
We took this. I know, just being stupid. Here we go. What do we got here? King! Plus 12.
You do it easily. He takes another point of damage.
Nice.
And then go ahead and popcorn over to whoever you want to do. You can do Jim Parsons.
Sure, let's do him.
You want to do Jim
Let's get him
Parsons?
out of the way.
Okay, Jim Parsons has taken some pretty bad damage right now between the fire and you guys attacking him, so you guys are doing awesome. He's gonna do a deep dive. You're gonna see his whole body sort of jump up, like almost all the way to the tip of the tail, and it's gonna dive back down into the ball pit, and all movement ceases. You guys are now out of combat. What would you like to do? Ball pit's on fire.
Joe says over to Hank, you got any of those lewds, man, or something? Man, it hurt. I got burned a little bit.
And then you're also, just so you know, you're still seeing the maggots all over him, and they're still kind of spewing out of that.
Well, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't. Stay away.
I'm gonna try to snap Joe out of. So I hit him the first time with one hand. I'm gonna hit him the second time with the other.
With the other hand, make me a charm check, please.
That's going to be a 12.
Okay,
Can I
that
get in
does it
line for
easily.
that, or is there a line to do that, Joe? Or
No, just one will do. That you do it easily, Joe. You no longer see the maggots. So what are you guys doing?
You all right, dude? I'll go over and ask him if he
Yeah.
has any more of those Advils.
yeah, here you go. And here's a Band-Aid. I put a
Right.
princess Band-Aid on him.
That will give you. I'll give you guys a half a point back, Jay.
Good.
So you're back up to max.
Whew.
I think Frankie looks at Ronnie and says, I never thought I'd waste a bottle of chartreuse on motherfucking Jim Parsons.
Jack and Coke. Who still drinks Jack and Coke?
That guy.
Ugh.
Now he's a fucking snake.
That meows. What's that about?
I don't know. Karma. He's got bad karma.
What the fuck did he do? Ronnie's gonna start to wander up here and what is like this area?
That is the money
It's
machine.
the money.
Oh,
yeah,
it's
the
the
money,
money machine?
tornado. Yeah.
Frankie's just
That's
shadowing
boring.
you.
That's boring. It just blows wind
Napkins.
up your crack. That's it. Cools you off a little
If
bit.
you're into that, I guess.
I feel like Frankie does the bones. You'll like this. She does the Natalia stalk. Like everywhere
Yeah.
Ronnie goes, like Frankie is just like hunched, like stalking behind
I
her.
love that. God, I love that so much. So okay, so are you just kind of like looking around this area?
Yeah.
Ronnie, I need a new weapon now that mine has been consumed by the ball pit.
Yeah, we need to find you something.
Yeah.
Maybe there's something in the prizes besides
I'll go
savaging
find
on
my-
the teddy
I'm
bears.
gonna go get my 2 ski balls if I can.
What are like the chairs made out of?
Leather on top and then metal.
Oh.
Is there anything else in the prize bin over here? Whatever the prize cases.
Yeah, so there was like teddy bears. They had found a mallet over there. There's a bunch of like Tootsie Rolls that they had found. Make me a perception check.
Tootsie Rolls. Jeez, how much
It's
does
just toys, tchotchkes, things like that. Not anything super crazy. You don't really find anything over there anymore. They took the one good thing.
There weren't any like knives or anything back in like the kitchen area, were there?
Yes, that.
Plastic.
They're all
It's all
plastic.
plastic. It's all plastic.
What about
Not even like behind the counter for food preparation.
There's one on the table.
A pizza cutter.
Maybe there's a pizza cutter. Go look for me.
Okay.
I'm gonna help her look.
Are you gonna actively help her look?
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll give you advantage then. Mary,
Is that like an
an
extra card?
Yeah, just draw another card if you want. Okay, you do it. You find a pizza cutter. It's pretty dull, but it's a pizza cutter.
Anything else that might be useful back there?
Not really. Pizza ingredients. That's pretty much it.
Frozen dough?
Yeah, there's probably some frozen dough.
Ski
I
balls.
think that
are
would be
better.
pretty hard.
Nah,
Yeah.
We can get a ton. Look at all these. We can get a bunch of ski balls from this. There's got to be more ski balls. They hit hard. They hurt.
Why doesn't everybody do me a favor?
Hmm.
No.
I don't think I want to actually.
Oh,
Oh, Josh.
Yeah, Josh right now. It's a madness check. Josh, you're good.
Oh boy.
Jay?
Here we go.
I'm gonna
that's only a
redraw.
7. That's only a 7.
Okay. Myriad.
I'm gonna use one of my last redraw, Joker.
Okay. Redraw again, possibly. Okay, good. You're
Ooh.
good.
All right, I guess I better redraw because of that 7 sounds pretty low. I'll burn one of my 2.
Okay.
I got an
awesome.
11.
Okay.
All right, that's a 12.
Okay. You use nothing happens. Nothing. Am I stressing you out a little bit, Jay?
Yeah, a little bit. Now I'm running out of get out of jail free cards. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy how that happens, isn't it? All right. So you guys found a pizza cutter. Hank, you're not really finding anything over in the prize area. Joe, what are you up to?
I'm following them right now because I'm still.
Okay.
I got my ski balls. They got this goop on them. I'm trying to clean them off with something, like
Yeah,
on the
okay.
carpet. I like you know.
Sure.
Frankie is going to look for some sort of container to collect this black blood with. Would there be something back here in
Yeah. Yeah, there's a plastic like pitcher that you can find easily.
Cool.
Not too
She's
worried
gonna
about
look
that.
at Ronnie. I'm gonna go scoop up some of that blood. You know, I don't know. I feel like it just might help us later. Maybe I could just like throw it in someone's face.
Okay, well, I'm gonna come with you. Just like don't touch it.
Where's
Yeah,
that?
yeah,
Is
yeah.
that dude still just standing
Maybe
there?
I can use the
Yeah,
pizza cutter and scoop it in.
That guy
Yeah.
is still he's cool and he's just still standing there.
Can we do anything with these kind of people, or we just leave them alone?
It's up to you. Do you want to do something with them?
I'm asking the others. I'm asking
Oh.
the rest of the group. Like, should we just is this person in misery or something? I mean, should we put
What
them out
color is his blood?
Gotta cut them open. You gotta
Well,
cut
way
them.
to find out.
Cut them with a pizza slicer.
Okay, well, while you guys are mauling the strange man, I'm gonna go collect some of this blood, but you know, experiment away, because it seems like a valid option here.
Once you break off from the group, Frankie, go ahead and make me another madness check.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's 12.
Okay.
I am following after Frankie, by the way.
Go ahead and make me
We
a
don't have
madness
anything
check.
sharp then, Hank. We need to cut this guy.
What is that?
That's gonna be a 7.
7 total, you fail.
Uh-oh.
Ronnie, you hear something. You hear like the click of a walkie-talkie. And you're reminded of what happened at the grocery outlet. You're reminded of those men in black tactical gear with their AKs coming towards you. And you see on the back of Frankie's head a dot, a red glowing dot. Well-
I'm gonna tackle Frankie to the ground.
Make me an athletics check. Make it contested between you and Creed.
Okay. Oh god.
That's gonna be a 7.
Okay.
I pulled a joker.
Okay, draw again, add one.
Is Roni short for pepperoni or?
Oh, Veronica, you bitch.
It's Ronnie. Athletics, right?
Yes, please.
Of 4.
And what did you draw?
7.
7. You take Frankie down. That bitch's long legs are going. She goes. She goes
Yeah,
down.
as I tackle her, I'm like, sniper, get down, and I'm gonna tackle her to the ground.
Now, I'm gonna give you something. I'm gonna give you an idea. You can roll with it or not. This is very much a viable thing that could have be happening to you guys. It's Frankie. It's up to you to believe her if this is real or not.
I think based on their history and the things that they've gone through together, Frankie's gonna be like, "What the fuck? Oh God!" And she's got the pitcher in one hand and the pizza cutter in the other, and she looks at Ronnie. She's like, "We gotta army crawl. We need this blood." And she's gonna start army crawling
Okay.
where the blood is, and just
Okay.
be like, "Stay low, stay low."
Ronnie keeps like looking over her shoulder to see where their vantage point is.
I love that. God, I love that so much. Joe and Hank, what are you guys doing? You just watched Ronnie tackle Frankie, and now they're army crawling together towards where that black blood was spewed out.
Are we gonna cut this guy or what? Cut him. Cut the sucker.
I'll say you guys could probably find another pizza cutter if you look.
Yeah.
If you're gonna look, make me a perception check.
You know what we'll do? We'll get that one of those metal things you put underneath, right? You put on, yeah, and with one of those perception.
Yes.
Joker.
Draw again, +1.
So that's an 11.
Yeah, you guys easily find a pizza cutter. It's a little dull, but again, it'll do the job. It'll cut somebody if you do it hard enough.
You want to do it?
What color's his blood? Yeah, I cut him.
Okay, make me an athletics check.
You suck.
Do you
I
want to use
miss?
an advantage? Yeah, do you want to use an advantage to try again?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you do it easily. You cut his arm, and when you do that, he screeches. It's like like one of those kind of sounds, and he kind of snaps out of this like weird like fugue state. Yeah, and he is looking at you, and he looks pretty fucking upset.
Perfect.
Welcome back.
Oh, he doesn't say anything to you. He's gonna go ahead and try and attack you. He's gonna take a swipe at you.
Uh-oh.
And we will be entering initiative between
Yep.
you three. The ladies are army crawling away. So let me go ahead and draw. That is a 9. I'm good with that. Let me look at what I have for notes here. So it's a 10. I'm gonna say that hits, but it's gonna do half a point of damage. It's not gonna do full damage on you. And he kind of just mollywops you on the side of the head.
Whoops. I guess that wasn't the best of ideas.
And then Josh, go ahead and do what you want to do, and then popcorn over, I would say, to Joe.
I'm going to punch him in the face.
Okay, make me an athletics check.
Jeez, look at that.
Easily. You cold clock him as hard as you can, and he kind of stumbles back a little bit, and his nose is bleeding. He's still making that horrible screeching sound that,
That's
and
not a
then
screeching sound.
it's like screeching to me.
Sounds like hiccups.
Anyway, and he's kind of making that horrible sound, and he kind of rears back at you. You do slice him though, and you will note the blood from his nose and his arm is black.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming you're gonna go ahead and let Joe go. Go ahead.
Have at it.
I'm going to try and pop his head like a blood sausage with this ski ball.
Okay, go right ahead. Make me an athletics check.
Why not? Because I'm at the point now where I'm like, this is, I don't know what's real, what's not. So
It's a mercy. We're giving him a mercy.
yeah. All right. So that's a 10 with the.
Yeah, you do it easily, and he stumbles
Crack.
back again. Yeah, and he's
Good with
like
these balls.
stumbling, and I'll throw him over here with you guys. And he's kind of stumbling back towards the oven. What would you like?
Oh, let's kick him
There,
in the
Joe.
oven.
Go ahead, Joe. Go ahead and start.
Oh, I got.
Do what you need to do.
Oh, a second. So I'm gonna do one of, because I'm a wrestling coach. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna do one of those takedown moves. I'm gonna go and plop. I'm trying to put him right in the oven.
Yeah, athletics. Go ahead, right ahead. Go right ahead. I love that.
Why not? I did win the sectionals once.
Once. Okay.
That's a 12.
Oh, you do it so fucking easily, and he is kind of like stumbling
hitting a
back,
lot
and you kind of,
spades.
but he like kind of folds unnaturally in half into the oven,
Cool.
like a chair. I'll go ahead and pull you guys back out of combat because he can't do anything at that point. He's in the oven. Do you turn the oven on?
Oh yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay, you go ahead and turn the oven on. That guy is dead. And he is cooking, baby, and you smell burning flesh.
Smells like
Collect the blood.
victory.
Yeah, there's a little bit of blood down at the on the floor, and you're trying to avoid it, but we'll get back to you guys.
Okay.
Frankie, Ronnie, what are you guys doing?
Crawling.
collecting this blood. I would assume at this point I've crawled over to where the blood is on the floor.
Yeah.
And she's like got the pitcher down and she's just like trying to scoop it into the pitcher with the pizza cutter.
I'm not gonna make you roll for that just because that's really funny to me. So I'll say you do it pretty easily. And you will notice that there's like almost a corrosive property to it. It's sort of eating away at the pizza cutter and at the pitcher, but the pitcher a little bit more slowly. It's got like, polyurethane in it, probably, who knows, BPH. So yeah, you're good. You get it, and it's kind of sizzling.
Oh.
And it's black. It's obviously very sticky. It's gooey. It smells acrid. It smells like old urine and rot to you. It is a pungent, horrible smell that kind of burns your nose if you take a whiff of it.
Once I get this scooped in, I'm gonna I'm gonna look up and kind of get my bearings, like look around, see if there's anywhere that we maybe haven't explored yet, haven't looked.
Let's see here. So there is a dark corner over here, over in the right-hand corner.
Okay. I'm going to look to Ronnie and say, I don't know, but maybe the dark corners are out.
We haven't gone over there yet. And
Do we
Ronnie
get the
will
guys?
Do you think that they're okay by
You also haven't tried going outside.
somehow that prospect seems like even more frightening.
Are we by the doors, the front doors here?
But yeah, you're kind of near the door.
We have to pass by the ball pit.
Yeah, but Jim Parsons is down in the ball pit. He hasn't come back up yet.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, Ronnie's gonna start to sort of methodically make her way, I guess, towards the entrance, using like the tables and stuff for cover.
Yeah,
she still thinks they're about to get shot in the head.
Go right ahead. You do it very easily. There's no issue getting over there. The ball pit doesn't stir. Would you like to go outside?
She's gonna test the door first.
It opens.
I'm gonna look at Frankie.
Count of 3.
1,
2,
3. And then rush through.
When you guys exit, you entered this arcade at midday, 12 o'clock in the afternoon. It is pitch black outside. You don't know how long you've been in this arcade, but you know it hasn't been that long. A couple hours at the most. The town of Mountain Home is gone, from what you know it is. What you see is a sea of asphalt. Lines for miles and miles indicating places where cars would park. There's nothing. There are street lamps every, I'd say, 100 feet, casting an ambient glow. The night sky has no stars, no moon, nothing. It is black. There is nothing around you. You hear above you the sound of an Apache helicopter flying overhead.
I dip the pizza cutter in to the pitcher and I hold it out and I like look around.
Ronnie is like forcing herself up against like one of the walls, as though that's gonna like help and cover her as she tries to kind of look up.
The helicopter seems pretty distant, and it's sort of you could tell it's sort of making a path. It's doing like a routine flyover.
Routine.
Ronnie, is this where we start building the bomb?
I think this is where we start building the bomb.
Yeah, let's build the bomb.
Okay.
And Ronnie's gonna squat down and start to
Frankie's
I
gonna
figure
squat
things
next to
together.
her.
I'm gonna have you guys make me an understanding check, but because you have done this before, you kind of have an understanding now of explosives. I would like you to go ahead and do that with advantage. And while you guys are doing that, what are Joe and Hank
So
doing?
they went outside. We don't see them anymore, correct?
No, you don't.
I'm like,
Hey, Joe, why don't you come with me into this dark corner? Over here.
I don't know. I'm kind of scared of the
You
dark,
know?
man.
Come with me, man.
Why don't?
Yeah, he wants to take more pills with you.
Why don't? Where did the ladies go? Did they leave us here? This is
I
just
don't know.
it's messed up.
The dark corner here is calling to me. I think
If
we
it's
should go
calling
look.
to you, then okay, all right. Why not?
Yeah, because we know how well the ball pit worked out for your siren call.
Yeah, what could go wrong?
I think the ball pit is where you're throwing the bomb.
All right.
All right.
Can we
We're so
investigate?
screwed. We're so
You
screwed.
absolutely can. Give me a perception check. It's an 8. What's your bonus to
+2.
perception? +2. Okay. Yeah, you get a good perception. Joe, do you want to go ahead and make a perception check as well?
Okay, why not? Because I perceive the darkness here, and no, there's my 2.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, huh? There's nothing.
Okay. That's no problem. So Hank, as you're kind of pushing your way through these last 2 little games, and these are like your really, really old games, like ultra rare retro arcade games, things that you probably would be so excited to see once more, and probably give you a pang of nostalgia, and you are reminded of your childhood, being a kid with some change, going to the arcade. Mom drops you off, the girl that you like is there, and you feel a little bit overwhelmed with emotion, and you almost feel like you could weep openly, because you now as an adult, you have this daily life of getting up, going to work, coming home, going to bed, getting up, going to work, coming home, going to bed, and that's pretty much all you have now. And there is a loss there. You are grieving
It
the joy you
sucks.
once had as a child. And as you are kind of shuffling through this and you are sort of overcome with these emotions, you see in the corner there's a crack in the wall. And you sort of kind of put your face to it, and you're met with an eye. And a small girl's voice. Hi.
Hello?
Who are you?
I'm Hank. Who are you?
Hank.
Hey, Joe. You see this little girl here?
You
No.
don't see anything, Joe.
No.
But you hear the voice. I will tell you, you hear the voice. You don't see anything, but you do hear the voice.
Okay. I hear a voice, but that's it.
How did
What do
you
you-
get here?
I don't know. How did you get here?
Oh, I've always been here.
You've always been here.
Oh, yes, this place is persistent and never ending.
That could be fun. What's on the other side of this wall?
Somewhere else.
Do you want to come over to this side of the
Oh,
wall?
oh no, I can't do that at all. No, I belong here. I belong somewhere else.
Can Joe go somewhere else and join you?
Oh, you already have.
What do you mean?
You are somewhere else.
Can I make the hole bigger?
You absolutely can. Give me an athletics check.
Nice.
Oh, you do it. You kind of slip your fingers between the cracks and you kind of can move this wall just an inch or two, and you kind of get a better idea of what you're looking at. And behind the wall is what you knew as Mountain Home. But there's a sky above that has no light, no moon, no stars, no clouds, nothing. It is just black, a blanket of black. And I would like you to make me another perception check real quick.
Ow.
No, you
Yeah.
you don't see it, but you do hear it. You hear the helicopter. They're looking for you. You
Who
are
is
not
they?
supposed to be here.
How do we get out?
Oh, you don't get out now.
What if I wanted to get out?
Mm. You would have to kill the stalker.
Where's the stalker?
He's hiding.
What does the stalker look like to me?
Perfect. Perfect. He's got perfect teeth, perfect curls, perfect build, perfect face. He's perfect.
It's Fabio.
Am I the stalker?
Oh no, you're not perfect.
My mom told me I was perfect.
Your mom is a liar.
How dare you speak of my mother like that? Mrs. Brown was a saint.
Don't speak like that. The loud noises will draw the stalker near.
Let's get the
Wouldn't-
other. Let's find the ladies and try and make a lot of noise. If that's what she's saying. I can hear her but not see her. Correct.
Correct.
All right. Yeah. Let's find Ronnie and Frankie and let's see if we can make noise and pull the stalker out because we do not want this helicopter whatever thing to get in here.
Are you sh-
Hank,
yeah, go ahead.
how close are you to the wall?
Uh-oh.
Like, are you like nose to the wall?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and make an athletics check because this little hand, which is razor sharp with claws, is going to start reaching towards you and swiping at you. That's a 7. I'm going to go ahead and redraw.
Oh,
I'm
there's
gonna use
one
my
burn.
advantage. I'm going to go ahead and use another. It's a 6. I'm not going to keep pulling.
Yeah, keep pulling.
No, I'm not going to keep pulling. I'm going to I'm gonna recall these cards and shuffle them.
That's awesome. Burn 2. You got 2 to go.
No, I am going to go ahead and just let you be able to back away. And this, but you see this little hand. It's a child's hand, but it is like razor sharp claws, and they're kind of flexed and twisting and gnarled, and she's trying to swipe at you. Here, Hank. Here, Hank. Don't you want to come back here, Hank?
If I think by backing away from the situation, I can not get swiped at,
Yes.
I'll do that.
Yes. Go ahead.
And I'll be like, why don't you come out here and play a game with me?
No, I can't do that, Hank. And you see this little eye kind of blink away swiftly. And we're gonna go over to Frankie and Ronnie. How are you guys doing? You've made your bomb.
Josh, you got a +1 from Cat on a poll.
Yay.
There you go.
Ronnie's gonna like hold the bomb and look at Frankie. Should we go make sure that they haven't like died yet?
Probably. Might be a good idea.
How the fuck did we end up back here?
I don't know. I feel like, what's his name? Sisyphus. Rolling that boulder up the hill over and over and over again. Yep.
It's just gonna be like the rest of our lives.
You know, I'm starting to think so.
Fuck.
I think Frankie's gonna crack open the door because they're right next to it and like peer back in to the arcade. Can she see them?
Yeah, you can see them easily.
Oh, they're back in the corner where we were gonna go.
Found anything?
Let's go see, I guess.
Ronnie's gonna walk in and head up towards where Joe and Hank are.
Joe says there's some voice of some girl here, and there's like a helicopter outside.
Yeah, we
I
heard the
heard.
helicopter.
What is it? What's that? What's a helicopter doing here?
Well, last time it was Russians and they put us in prison. So
What for? How long? Prison?
I don't know.
Couple
There were
months.
no windows or anything like that. So time was, you know, it was different.
So she said something about don't make noise or this thing will appear. I think we should make noise and let's get this over with.
This thing, what thing?
what was Josh is stuffing his face right now. So
The stalker.
the stalker. If we make
Oh.
noise, the stalker will appear. Do you know what that is? I don't know what that is. Do you know what a stalker is, or the stalker?
What did she say about it?
That if we make noise, the stalker will appear, and we have to just get rid of the
She
stalker.
didn't tell you about the stalker, though?
No, the only way to get out of here is to kill the stalker.
So then we kill the stalker.
Yeah.
What does it
Guess
look like?
so.
Does she say what it looks like?
Perfect. So
Fucking Denny.
Ugh.
Denny.
It's
Oh,
fucking Denny.
it's Denny.
Yeah.
It's
That
not.
curly haired bitch.
It's not Fabio or someone like that. No, it's Denny.
Yeah, it's Denny.
That
He's the
perfect.
manager of the supermarket. And he's a dickhead.
How's he?
Does he have curls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's he perfect?
Ringlets.
He doesn't sound perfect.
Oh, trust me. You see this guy? Perfect.
Perfect. Above you, you hear a crackle. You rang. You see
Oh,
the
great.
Denny overhead.
We got a present for you, Denny.
Come on out.
Oh, see, here's the thing though, you guys, I'm not there in the arcade with you.
Are you scared, Denny?
Oh no. I'm just a really busy man. See, here's the thing. A little information for you guys. You're not in Mountain Home anymore.
Yeah, no shit.
You're somewhere else.
Hmm.
And here's the problem with somewhere else is people like you. Fools like you stumble across somewhere else all of the time. You guys just fall in. Whether it be a laundromat, an arcade, a grocery store late at night, gas stations. You guys just fall in. And I can't have you disrupting my little paradise here. I already have enough on my hands.
Can we fall into like a strip bar or something next time?
No, those aren't considered somewhere else. Sorry.
Ah, man, I'm just trying to lighten things up.
Unless it's empty.
Because he's getting like frustrated now at this. He's like, this is so bizarre, and so he's being like reverse matter of fact. He's like,
So here's the key, you guys. I can't be everywhere all at once. I'm just one man. I'm just one guy. So I've sent my friend Jim to take care of you.
Jim's on fire.
Jim is hibernating.
Oh,
What do you think
Right.
he went back into the ball pit for, Frankie?
fuck you, Denny.
Promise.
No. Fuck you, Denny.
That's all right, you guys. Don't worry. I will take care of you guys soon enough. This is Denny signing off. And
Fuck you,
hear the
Denny.
Crackle.
so
again, and it
let's
fades
go over
away.
to the ball pit right now and just blow the whole freaking thing up.
Yeah. That
Go
sounds
right
like
ahead.
a good idea. You want to put a bomb in a ball pit?
Yeah, I want to put a bomb in it, like really bad, actually. Like
Yeah.
this is the thing I've desired, nothing more.
You guys need to make an athletics check to start sprinting over there because it is rumbling now. You notice the
Okay,
ball
all
pit
right.
is grooving. So everybody make me an athletics check to see how quickly you guys can like actually boot, scoot, and boogie. Let's go ahead and
12.
start. Ronnie, 12, you do it easily, no problem.
It's an
Frankie,
11 for me.
Okay, great, you do it easily. Jay,
An 8.
you stumble and fall. Josh, you stumble and fall.
I'll use my last advantage.
Okay.
Do I get?
No, wait. Yeah, no. I have to succeed and someone else fail. All right, hold on.
No, this isn't a contested draw. You
No,
just
no,
go with-
for my special ability.
Oh, right, I see.
All right, so I got a 12. So
Okay,
now
you do it,
I'm gonna
you do it easily.
So I'm going to use my special ability for Hank, which is
Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
athletics prevailing. An ally, you succeed in an athletics check and they fail. He's need to blow his determination and then he can do it. He
wanna use
may
your
spend a
determination?
determination to succeed. He doesn't even need to roll. He doesn't
Yeah.
even need to pull.
Yeah.
So I got a 9.
Mhm.
Oh,
Right, 7 + 1 + 1. That wasn't enough. I needed 10.
Yeah.
so
Okay.
what, do you have a determination?
Yep, I do.
You can do that and then you automatically succeed.
Okay. Easy.
That's
All right. You
fine.
guys all make it over there. No problem. What I need, whoever has the bomb needs to make an understanding check to engage it. and then an athletics check to throw it in.
Okay,
And you
I think
see
I
it
have
rumbling. You can see like the balls sort of like sinking down, like almost like a snake, or a sand pit. And then you see like the nose sort of like kind of starting to tip up, and the maw unhinged.
That's a 10 on my understanding.
Right, you do that easily, no problem.
And then what my athletics you said?
Yep, an athletics check to throw it.
12.
Oh, beautiful, easy. You do it easily. Now you will notice you have about 30 seconds until it blows. I'm going to go ahead and start a timer of real life 30 seconds. But tell me what you're doing in 30
Do
seconds
we-
or less.
Would we know how big this explosion would be?
C4 is going to blow the entire building.
It's not that big of a C4
Oh, no.
package. It'll take out. It will probably take out. It's about here.
This is where we need to
About-
run. We need to run into this. That's where we need to run. Looks like it's secure. It looks like it's got walls. I think we
There
should
you
run
go.
into that. That's what I'm
Frankie
going to do.
looks at Ronnie and is like, I'm not getting in a tiny box with everybody. You can't make me. You truly can't.
You can always run outside. That's much.
That's exactly what she was gonna suggest. I think outside maybe there's a helicopter, but I feel like that's just the inevitable here.
You get about 20 seconds left.
Yeah, let's go. I'm running.
Yep.
I'm running
outside.
outside and I am just gonna keep
As
hauling ass
far
into
away
the
as
infinity.
possible.
Okay.
As I run away, can I throw the pitcher of black blood into
Yeah.
the ball pit
Yeah.
as well?
Go right ahead.
Do you need me to make any checks for that?
Yeah, make me an athletics check for that.
Okay.
I don't want to
Okay.
separate. So I was going to run
Yeah.
there and I see them all going out, all but me. I don't want to be separated by myself.
right
So I
ahead.
will follow them.
I'm gonna use my determination. I'm glad I did. That's an 11.
Okay.
And running. Running.
All right. Everybody make me another athletics check for sprinting away.
Oh, boy.
8.
Okay. Do you want to
Ooh-wee.
use an advantage?
Me? Yeah.
Yep. I
That's
would
an
say
another 11
And
for
use an
me.
advantage.
please do. What is yours, Jay?
12.
12. Nice. You do it. What did you do, Josh?
Even with advantage, I still only got an 8.
All right. So wait. By rule, it says here, either of us may use it because of my skill. If you are an ally, if one fails, either of you may spend a determination to succeed.
Yeah,
I
go
will
right ahead.
burn my determination to let him succeed.
That is perfectly fine. Go right
There
ahead.
you go.
Okay. So
Now
did
I'm done.
everybody rolled or drew 10 or higher?
Yeah, I got an
Mhm.
ace.
Now
Okay,
done.
great. You guys get it. Get outside easily, no problem. So you hear this sort of rumbling, and you know that it's Jim, and you know that he's coming up. And you don't see it, but you definitely hear a yawning of almost like a yowling. And you count down the 30 seconds, right? And you will notice nothing has happened.
Are you sure you got the wiring right?
Remember what happened last time?
Vaguely.
Remember we had to, if the door was closed, the time wasn't happening. Time wasn't going forward.
We should have stayed inside, like I said.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, fuck.
Let's go to
So-
that back corner where the crack in the wall is, and the
No, I don't know
girl.
if that goes to the.
I will tell you the time that it took to get you guys all out the door. You probably don't have enough time to get back to that corner.
What if
But
I
it-
just take my backpack and I just wedge the door open?
I was gonna say it's an automatic sliding door. So you do with that information what you will. You can absolutely do that. But go right ahead, and then yes, Jay,
I'll open it.
you'll open it and you'll wedge
Oh.
the door.
I'll do it. I figure I'll
Frankie
do it.
pulls out her backpack and like
I'll be the
takes out her
sacrificial.
cigarettes and like her bobby pins and some loose change and stuffs her pockets with it and just hands him the backpack.
I'll do it. and you all get away. I'll
You
do
guys, you will be in the blast radius.
I got
if
it.
you stay here.
I got it.
until-
I'll do it.
Okay. I would say you guys kind of need to be about like
Yeah,
here.
I'm not gonna be.
And
I'll do it.
and
Someone's
Hank and
gotta do
Joe,
it.
just for context, you guys just see the sea of black asphalt. You don't see anything else.
Yep.
There's nothing else around.
I'll do it.
Okay. So
You don't want to, what
Someone's
was that movie where the two girls drive off the cliff? You don't want to do this together?
It's up to you if you want to stay, but I'm doing it. I'll do it.
All right. Good luck.
So
I
As
imagine someone's got to be there for the reality to continue to move forward. So
not necessarily, but the door needs to stay open. Yeah.
I'll make sure. The
Yeah,
door
just
stays.
drop the backpack there
Push
and
it
the
in.
door will.
I'll
and then
do
run.
it, and then as long as it stays open, then I'll turn. But I'm not gonna have much time. I'm probably gonna get. It's gonna be a moment, like
I've got my aspirin and Band-Aids ready.
I'm gonna do it.
Here's
I'll
what
do
I'm
it.
gonna do is I'm gonna have you do this, and then I will give you an athletics check at disadvantage. And if you make it, then you get away from the blast.
Yeah, that's not happening. But we'll give it a shot.
Give it a whirl. You never know.
Well, there's one pull.
Okay. Pull it. You do it, man. You get
Holy
it.
shit.
No problem.
Ah,
Oh my
Awesome.
gosh!
All right, so I'm gonna move your
12.
your token. You do
13,
awesome. Yeah, you get there in there, you drop it, and then there is something that unlocks in you. Joe remembers that time that kid told him that, hey man, you might be a good wrestler, but you can't run for shit. And
Yeah.
Joe said, you know what? Fuck you. I can run my ass off. And guess what? He does, and he sprints for dear life. And just as the explosion is happening, and I
God.
mean, it's a pretty big blast. You hear the explosion is loud. Your ears are ringing, and you're kind of dazed. There's rubble and balls flying everywhere. And Joe, you leap out of the way and you dive down. You land on top of Hank. It's very romantic. It's very good. And you make it.
That's
You did it. You
crazy.
killed Jim Parsons.
So the whole the building, the whole front of the building's gone.
Yep. Here's the problem.
Jim Parsons wasn't the stalker.
Well, he wasn't. The stalker is not there. And unlike last time, there is no arrival of troops. There is no government coming to collect you guys.
We're stuck.
You're staring at a sea of asphalt. You see, though, far off in the distance, the silhouette of a car coming towards you. The headlights are starting to crest over the horizon.
I'm too
Right.
tired to run.
You guys are probably beat. But it's not a government vehicle. It's not like the black Suburbans that Ronnie saw back in Mountain Home. It is a it's old Cadillac Coupe de Ville. There's spinning rims. There's dice on
Does
the
it
rearview
right?
mirror.
Does it have?
Yeah, it's got an underglow, and it's bright green. Inside is all neon lights, kind of just like blasting. And as this car pulls up, you see this guy in this like Adidas like tracksuit type
Yes.
tee. He's got like a big afro, with a pick inside of it. And he rolls the window down. He's got these big gold sunglasses on, and he's got a cigarette dangling off his lip. And he pulls his glasses down. And he goes, "Y'all folks need a ride?
Yes.
Welcome to somewhere else, baby."
Cool. Is it Bismarcky?
Kinda, yeah. And it looks more like Afro Man. And
You got what I need.
as he pulls up, the suspension kind of drops down, and all of the doors open up for you guys. He doesn't even like flinch to move.
Cool.
And thematically, you see this camera panning out to the four of you, looking at this guy and this gaudy Coupe de Ville, and his spinner is kind of spinning, and this loud music blasting. And that is where we will end. This session.
Nice.
Beautiful.
So good.
Welcome to the somewhere else.
Oh no.
We
The
live.
saga
I
continues.
can't believe I made that a disadvantage. Holy jeez.
I'm really proud of you.
Holy jeez.
Yeah, Dro, you're right. That's the way to go, baby. You
Yes.
follow this mysterious man. And so this leaves us open for
Cool.
continuation if you want
Yeah,
to continue
definitely.
at any point.
That's awesome.
There's plenty more weird inside of my brain. But thank you guys so much for playing the spaces between.
That was fun. That was a
You.
blast.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was
Bones.
very novel using the cards and stuff, and
Yeah, it's a
having to
cool-
learn
it's
a
a-
new system.
It's a cool little system. It's a really easy to system to learn. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. It's
Yeah.
I play
Yeah.
it very loosey goosey and just kind of weird. So
Yeah, really well done. I loved a lot of your vivid descriptions and
Thank you.
Thanks,
you know,
Kentucky Fried. Thank you.
mood descriptions. You really GM'd the hell out of that.
It's
Thank you.
Or
always
administrated.
it's always
Thank
good
you.
to change things up too and
Yeah.
experience other things. That's the key.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
absolutely.
All right.
I led a bunch of 13-year-olds through their first D&D game yesterday,
Nice.
and
That's
they, you know, and it's great doing stuff like this as a GM where you're out of your element, you don't know the rules, and
Yeah.
reminds you, you know, what they're doing, and makes me a better GM when I get to play with other people who play differently. So thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for playing.
So let's shout out what everyone's got going on, and then we'll find someone to raid into, and then we got a nice weekend. Everyone's got a nice weekend, right? Nice Memorial Day
Yeah.
weekend. Enjoy. Like I said, once again, it's just like that Wednesday night at Gary Con. I drank too much already to start the weekend off, right? So
Yep.
no alcohol for me today. So let's start with so Josh, what's going on?
Well, I already see I'm getting pinged by Kat, and we need to get out the May blast for GaryCon today or whatever. I know Luke's going to be out at UK Games Expo. I'm going to be at EggCon, which is a new con that Heidi and Eric are doing, and then in July,
Who's Heidi and Eric?
Heidi Gygax
Okay,
and Eric Garland.
got it. Thank you for the
They've started
clarification.
up a new Lake Geneva convention there. I wanted to try and get into the Tom Wamathon. You know, Tom Wam, the 13th TSR employee, but it's full. So
that's a shame.
yeah, but I did get to play with him and Garner and Garner's wife and Dave after we left Lake Geneva the other week there. And talking with Kat and stuff about what we're gonna maybe do for Gamehole now, because she sounds like she's going.
That's great to hear.
I hope. And then I'm going out to, like I said, Phoenix in July for a convention.
What's the dates?
July. I'm going to be 6th and 7th.
All right, good. So it's right after 4th of July. See, if I do that 24-hour weekend, you won't miss it. Because that's the weekend after.
And I'll be playing Call of Cthulhu with Skeeter Green.
Beautiful.
So that should be exciting. So that's me. And then lots of GaryCon work.
Fantastic. Darling, what's going on?
Hi, hello. I will be streaming tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern, my usual time. We're going to be painting some more Hammer tomorrow. So if you want to hang out while we paint and jam some tunes, come hang out.
Normally be raiding into Darling, but unfortunately, I will not be on tomorrow night. So, but yeah, Darling's always got some great stuff going on. Please, everyone in the stream team, everyone on here, please follow all the channels that I link. Please, I would really appreciate it. So, Darling, thanks for coming on this. This was great. It was fun.
Yeah,
time.
thanks for having me. And
course.
thanks, Bones, for running me through another Spaces Between. This is awesome. I love these games.
Myriad.
Hello. We got some Stardew Sunday tomorrow over on the channel with Bones. You can find me here on twitch.tv/myriad_x. This upcoming week is pretty quiet. I have a vampire game over on Folk and Myth on Monday night, but otherwise I'll be streaming on my own channel. We'll be doing some art as well as variety gaming. But then the week after, we'll be picking up with the next session of Pink Moon. And I got some other stuff going on, both on my channel and on various other channels that I'm excited about. But you can follow me to find out what those things are.
Definitely. Please
And
do.
thank you again. This was a whole lot of fun. Thanks to Bones for putting this all together and for hosting. Jay, I really enjoyed this.
My pleasure. And it just said, the community is worth it, right? It's worth experimenting and coming up with knowing and figuring out new things and that you like and you don't like, and that's the great thing with everyone here is so welcoming, and everyone is so willing to play together and try different things, and I love it. So thank you so very much. Bones, lastly, thank you so very much for GMing. That was fantastic.
Man, happy to do it. Thanks. First of all, Jay, thank you so much for hosting
course.
this and producing. I really appreciate it. And thank you everybody for the kind words in chat. I'm just a little baby GM. This is only my second game I've ran ever. So I really appreciate it. For as far as what's going on my channel tonight over at 9:30, it's Bones After Dark. It's a new time that we're going to be trying out just so I can have more time with you guys, and we'll be playing the rest of Indica and Cryptmaster. Next week also, and Sunday, of course, Stardew Sunday with Myriad. This coming week's pretty quiet for me as well. I've got 7 Days to Die, my permadeath challenge, Wishlist Wednesday, where you see a new game that you don't normally see on your Steam front page. And then on the 1st, very exciting, I've got a dev talk, so I'm interviewing Lee Williams from the game Cryptmaster. So make sure you guys check that out. Lee Williams is so kind to come on the channel and talk with me, and I'm very excited about it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. I'm very stoked. We'll be talking indie game development, the game itself, and the community.
So, thank you all for watching. Thank you for everyone for playing, participating, and Bones for GMing this. This was fantastic.
And thanks to the chat too; they're pretty funny.
Yeah, definitely. It was.
I'm glad everybody enjoyed it.
Great crowd.
Little Bobby Tables and Cat and everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow night, no normal Wednesday. Jesus, to me, Sunday night game. Gabbing. Note if you're new. I know there's a lot of new people in chat. I stream on Wednesday night at 7 p.m. EDT. Then Thursday night's my normal game with my my friends at 7:30, and then Sunday night's the talk show again on normally. But this week it's Monday night, and it's an hour too late because to accommodate Ed. So Memorial Day evening, Ed Greenwood is back for a great discussion. He's already made, he said, some rituals and some things for Greyhawk. I've already talked to him about this. So, and Ed was fantastic. Well, so going back to last week, thank you all for playing in that game last week. I mean, that was out of the norm for what we do. That was so fun. A wedding and a lot of weirdness going on, and little halfling bald boys running around. It was crazy, and then a twin of Venarian Vord. It was all a fun time. So, thank you.
It was a twin? Good. It was his brother.
His twin brother.
No, it was his twin. It was his twin.
He
was the Danny
DeVito.
Yeah. He was the Danny DeVito to the Schwarzenegger. Yeah, he was the
tracking. Yeah,
I got it. Yeah. So, but it was great, and so. There'll be a Legends of Lore on Wednesday, and there will be a normal stream on Thursday. I don't know what they are yet, but the next thing is Monday night. So see you all then. But let's do the giveaway. So if you're new, here's what I'm going to recommend: Treasures of Greyhawk, which is a great series, and then this Wizard's Amulet. I'm sorry, the Crucible of Freya. This one is. It's an W1. It's an introductory edition adventure, first level. It's really cool. It's got a lot of neat things in it. That's where, but you can pick whatever you want if you're a veteran here. Let me do this, and then we'll raid into. I already had someone picked, and now I forget who. See, this is what we're gonna raid into Arvind Eleron. Looks like they got something cool going on. So I'm trying to decide who to raid into at this point. So let's. Excuse me. None of our partners are on right now. All right, let's see who wins.
Iso Fest is ongoing.
They're not gonna. It's a con. It's just. I know, Josh, but it's not gonna do anything. It's
Gen Con TV's got
absolutely not.
Bill Meinhardt and Steve Winter and Zeb and Pete.
Don't care. They're never gonna return the favor. They're not.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm sorry. I'm not trying to sound like I want someone who's going to appreciate it. So great, Justinius.
Nice.
You win. Greg, I
That's
know
all
you
I
probably already have these, so I'll talk with you on what you want, and we'll go from there. And Josh, I'm not trying to sound like a dick, but just reality, you know. If I had a notion that Gen Con would return the favor within the next 3 years, I would do it, but they won't. So
I understand.
yep, you got it. So thank you all. See you all. Enjoy your weekend, whatever you're doing. Enjoy the holiday weekend. Of course, now I get the tickle allergy cough.
This is a great time to get it.
It is, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
Talk to you all soon.
Thanks, everybody. So long.
Rate set up.
Adios.
Goodbye, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Y'all take care now.
Y'all take care now.
Bye 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 bye.
Goodbye. 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 Goodbye.
Freaking
So
thing.
long.
Don't you guys hate what they did with the raids, where they made it so much more difficult?
Yes.
Oh, it's so annoying.
What do you do? Gotta do, you know? Here we go.
You can hear me, right? I didn't turn my mic off.
Nope, you're good.
Hey.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll see you all Monday night.
So
Enjoy.
long, everyone. So long.
All right.
A large percentage of the watchers are rated.
Yes. That was great. Thank you guys so much for
That's
playing.
so
and,
good, Bones.
I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah.
Are you proud of me, guys?
Well,